I think we're live. I'm not 100% sure though. It's on? Okay. Are we can people hear us? Do them Okay. Let's see. I also have to do the at in beer league chat. Yeah, you start talking about draft. True. Okay, I think I did it. On this Yumi ban, I think I think beer league players are terrified of Yumi. So I think that's the ban. I think that's why. Cuz you can yeah. You could hide a player on Yumi and it makes it pretty OP. Nocturne. Okay. I'd like to see an Oriana with that Nocturne pick on red side. Knock Ori into an immobile ADC seems pretty good. That's true. They could go Zin Ori too. Wukong Ori, also not bad. True. Oh, they took Oriana? Oh boy. Okay. What else do you play with Nocturne? You could go Annie, but I don't know. I don't really like playing Nocturne if I don't have Oriana on my team, so yeah. True. True. What do you think about Victor in the mid lane for red team here? Hmm. I think what you could do here as red side is you could take like a strong mage mid like Victor and then let blue side pick whatever it is they want. And then on R5, take like a really strong split pusher if you can. And then you just play Nocturne to the side lane, and then you have like a strong 3v3. But they go with the Ari. They go with the Ari. It does go in with the Nocturne, but it's very pick oriented. Yeah. It's very pick oriented. Mm-hmm. True. The Singed Blind is a little scary for me because it is not. I think this R5 has to be like really, yeah, it's got to go crazy for red team. What do you Akshan? Then it would win lane. Yeah. True. What about Yorick? And just like go full split push. Ornn. I don't. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. True. I think I am going with blue team simply because I think their mid 2v2 is stronger in most parts of the game. I think early on, the Nocturne can 1v1 the Wukong pretty easily. But if Ari Nocturne doesn't get like giga ahead in the early game, then I feel it gets pretty scary. However, if the game goes long enough and Aphelios gets a ton of items and ornaments, then maybe Aphelios Ornn can actually just 2v8 the game. Possibly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it'll definitely depend on how red team plays the early game. Because if they get ahead and they get on a curve, then I can see them definitely winning this game. But if stuff starts going bad for red team, then it's going to be a long time, I feel, before they can actually do anything. And Nocturne seems pretty useless if he's behind. So true. True. I've also been told that Jinx is the queen of beer league, and having Jinx on your team gives you like a significantly higher chance of winning the game. So there's also that. Mm-hmm. True. True. I think we'll have a little bit of a delay, so we might have some time. Yeah, I think we might have a bit of a delay unless they. I thought they changed that recently to where there's like no more delay in custom games. Yeah. Well, as Wukong, I would probably be focusing heavily on trying to get to my level 6 power spike and doing my best to cover any lane that I think Nocturne's going to go to. And as Nocturne, I would probably try to play towards my bot side with the Braum. Aphelios is pretty good gank setup into two immobile characters in Jinx Soraka. I also would maybe keep my eyes on mid uh, with Ari Charm. If Ari can position the wave in such a way where Oriana has to step up into a dangerous spot, then I think you can look for some ganks there. Tracking flashes this game will be big for red side as well as Nocturne. I think you try it. Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah. Red side tracking flashes, if they can do that, then I think they can find some early leads. But as blue side, I think you just kind of chill for a while, try not to get too far behind, and then you excel, in my opinion, at level 6s when you have that Oriana ult, that Wukong ult, if you can get a Jinx reset, that's really big. Soraka ulti is also really big for team fights. You play around objectives this game as blue side, in my opinion, while red side has to do a lot more work. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh boy, how do I do that? Audio input capture. Oh boy, okay. We'll figure this out. That's actually so funny if I haven't been able to hear you this entire time. I've just been talking by myself to the ghost in my room. Okay, we're gonna remove that. Okay. Is that better? Do I sound not like I'm on a webcam anymore? Okay, good. Do-do. Audio output capture, and then do my headset. Okay. Okay. How's that? Does that sound any better?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Okay. Well, we got some time.
30 seconds until minions.
In the meanwhile, we're gonna have directed camera, do some stuff, watch the game a little bit. Oh boy. Okay. Video. No, yeah, I just want to keep. I want to be able to keep the game on so people can see.
Minions have spawned.
Okay. We'll figure this out. One more game. One more game. I want to be able to tab out without it closing. Yeah. Okay. True. Game sounds bad. Wait, never mind. Okay. That's good. We just need the Discord audio to come through. Yeah. We're gonna do it. Has anything happened in the game yet? No. Okay. Trading in mid. And he runs away. Okay, very nice. Good play by Sage. Good play by Sage. In game. It is both. Maybe. No. Audio. Maybe I need to capture Discord? Game capture. Nope, that didn't work. Let's go back to the game. Oh, we had first blood. We'll go back and watch that. I'll just translate what's being said. Wukong invading Nocturne, level 3. Blue team is fighting in bot side blue jungle. Or red side blue jungle. Okay. Braum flashes over the wall. And Wukong dies. Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about though, when I feel like the Nocturne into the Wukong early is very Nocturne, heavily Nocturne favored early on. True. Alright, we're gonna pause this game real quick so I can figure out the audio, and that way we won't lose anything. So, pause on the game, but we'll get back into it very, very soon, I promise. Yeah, sure. We can pull this up. Okay. Mic, desktop. I think so. Yeah, so this has headset. Yeah, that'd be this one.
Yeah, so click that. Okay. Let's see if... Okay, you can hear now. It's good.
Okay, you can hear?
Yeah.
Can everyone hear?
You might want to
everything
turn
now?
it down, though. You should turn it down, though, because it's peaking super hard.
Okay. How's that?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yep. I think that's good.
Can
You can always
everyone hear
adjust it
me?
flat.
Like, am I being heard in the chat?
Yeah, you're still being picked up.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Lit. Okay, cool. We're back. Okay, so we're gonna open this up. And now we can watch the game. Let's go.
Okay, yeah. Weird first blood, no summoner used from the Wukong does die on an invade. Super late invade too, it was a little bit weird timing. It turns into a kind of messy 3v3. Braum gets out with like 10 HP. Nothing too insane other than Wukong not using a flash. They have a lot of sums that could have been expended, but not too crazy.
True.
And only a 300 gold lead for red side, which should be evened out because a lot of waves are crashing here. So looking pretty even. Yeah. Wait, yeah, can you swap their bot lane too? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get all that sorted out.
Huge.
All right. We're back in the game.
Everybody looking pretty even. Only disparity obviously is the 1 kill for red side, and then blue is up 11 CS. So
True. This bot lane is surprisingly looking pretty good for the Jinx. I thought that bot lane would be more in favor of the Felios and Braum.
Yeah, it's one of those matchups where it's not really the easiest to play out because Braum doesn't have a great way to like stay on top of Soraka Jinx, and most of your damage, because you can't one-shot them, is just gonna get healed back up, and Soraka can continuously poke you as double range. So you're gonna see more coming out at level 6, maybe if Aphelios has purple gun around gank timers, maybe Nocturne coming in, but it's a pretty stable 2v2 for both sides.
True. Something interesting in the jungle matchup is that while Wukong did die, the Nocturne decided to stay on map to do a second clear without resetting. And he also just bought a BF sword.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the build for that? Is he going some weird lethality item, or is he about to go crit Nocturne? He has lethal tempo. He might be going crit Nocturne.
He could be going crit Nocturne. Wukong looking for a gank here though. No, not Felios.
Not level 6 on Wukong is a little tough, but they do get the flash out of him.
True.
Big turnaround, mid roaming first, which, you know, means probably that they win the game. Does miss the charm though, not gonna get too much at all, actually.
Blue team able to just walk out of that, expending Soraka and Wukong flash. Orianna is here, and she is 6.
Sure.
Oh, we get the E and the ulti? Yep, there we go.
There it is. Braum also might die too, doesn't have flash from the original trade. Kind of weird that he walked in. Really just overconfidence from the bot lane there to start walking over to Dragon, knowing that Orianna is gone and has level 6 available.
Very true. Even despite Nocturne getting that level, I think, 3 kill on the Wukong, Orianna is able to hit 6 without much of anything happening to her, and yeah, like I was saying in Champ Select, I think blue team just has a way better time fighting these early and mid-game team fights.
Yeah, for sure.
Looking
I
for a
think part
steal
of that
here,
was
though.
a little... Ooh, they're gonna do big chunk to Wukong. He does go down again to Nocturne. Nocturne getting low. Not too much else. Just Dragon for 1 trade. Gets a little bit of gold back, evened out. Honestly, this has been pretty bad overall, though, for bot lane. They're having to move quite a bit, down 20 CS already at 7 minutes. Pretty big deficit. Both junglers also not level 6 yet, which...
Yeah.
Want to point out, Jinx is level 6, so the junglers have been pretty active here. A little bit weird, because they both rely on their ultimates to do anything. Nocturne going to be happy with the 2 pickups. We'll have to see what this BF sword turns into. Hopefully it doesn't turn into, like, a BT or some weird shit, but...
What if he just goes first item IE? How crazy would that be?
I was going to say, but there's no longsword, or there's no...
Nocturne ulting onto the Singed here. But Cinch just ghosts away, and Wukong comes right in with the ulti. Ooh, good flash by Nocturne. I think he lives
Movement
here.
Speed? I think he does. That's crazy, though, that we're ulting on a Singe with all these options of free kills for Nocturne, especially with Soraka not being 6.
Yeah.
Does almost die, has to trade flash, but ultimately it's a ulti for ulti and a flash trade. They are going to get grubs. Earlier I was gonna say grubs don't matter at all because both tops and both mids can't do anything. It is a Jinx, so obviously blue side's gonna like grubs a little bit more, but I think grubs are almost irrelevant in this game. Yeah, pretty confident with
I
that
think
one.
that Nocturne ulti had to have been used bot. I think you have to use it on a flashless target because if you... Well, yeah, you have to use it
Soraka
on
level
a...
5, no flash. That's a perfect
Yeah.
target for a Nocturne ulti. I mean...
And I
with your own
understand that
flash up
Singe
too.
doesn't have flash either, but he does have Ghost and Flip, so it's a bit hard to stick onto him with just the Nocturne
Wait.
ulti.
Nocturne's building Yuntal, right? With the Scout Slingshot?
Yeah,
We're
I
playing
think he
crit, we're
is.
playing crit stacking Nocturne.
Crit stacking.
I'm a little bit scared. No tanks, by the way, on the enemy team. A little bit suspicious playing crit with lethal tempo, but we'll have to see how it turns out. It does have a 2-0 lead, so if it doesn't work out in this scenario, it's probably bad. Stay tuned.
I think he is just thinking, like, I'm gonna hard carry this game with crit Nocturne, and I'm just gonna ult onto the Jinx and kill her in, like, 2 autos. Or a auto.
Yeah.
Kind of like Rengar, you
yeah.
know? A little bit, but I think as
Yeah.
Rengar, when you do that, you start out by building lethality, and then you go crit.
Yeah, you go IE like 3rd or 4th, I think. It's still... The difference is, like... I don't think Noc's gonna get the stack tempo on this team. There's a lot of damage. And, yeah, I mean, maybe Wukong builds Black Cleaver, like... It's gonna take so long as Nocturne, especially if you're ulting on Singed, to then get the stacks for your Yuntal to stack up, and then, you know, second item, you're building IE, PD, some like weird other crit item that's just not gonna give you a power spike, so... We'll have to see. Maybe he's doing...
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't... There's no one to match in side lane, too, right? Like, you're not gonna go fight the Singe, he's just gonna run away. So I'm kind of confused on who's building it for, but... Big ulti onto
Braum
Soraka,
ult.
double ult?
Double ult from the red bot lane. Wukong is here, though. Ahri moving down. Nocturne here as well, too. Pops the
There's a lot of shit
ulti.
happening. They are gonna just
And
insta
they
kill
get
2 people.
2 kills. Soraka tries to come in to save the Wukong, but ends up dying for it.
Yeah, a little interesting there. Wukong dying with flash up again. Has had 3 deaths, only flashed the 1 time, and that was to attempt to get a kill. A little bit tough.
And they're gonna dive the Jinx here, too, which looks pretty
Yeah.
good. Braum flashes out
One
and
dive.
lives.
Ooh, he lives. Yeah. Okay, nice dive. Thought Braum was dying there, really close, but not bad. Actually saved by Guardian. You can mark this down as one time that you should have taken Guardian over Spellbook, but...
I guess that's why they call it Guardian, you know?
True.
Out here
That is the
saving
first
lives.
time Guardian saved someone ever. Mark it down in the books.
I do have
yeah.
to say, though, that Ahri moving first in a lot of these fights is making a big difference for Red Team early on. I
Yeah,
think
didn't do too much in the first fight, but she did
Yeah.
get that fight. It made a big difference on catching the Soraka and actually getting the Wukong before he could flash back out. So
Very true.
agreed.
But that's exactly what Red Side needed. They needed some type of heavy lead to form. And the kills are going on to the Nocturne, which if Nocturne's going to be building crit, then he probably is going to need like 15 kills this game.
Yeah, he's gonna need something. I don't know what it is yet. This is
Ornn
actually
has
not
no
this great.
mana,
One's
but
not mana. Yeah, maybe he kills
Just
the Singe
pops
for fun.
the Singe
yeah.
and Flash E's
And
out.
he's out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Not gonna pop an emote after that one? Seems kind of
that's a
emote
little bit
worthy.
crazy. I think we're focusing a bit on top here from both teams, and it's really they're bad timings for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, whatever works. Wukong
Whatever
is going to be
works.
topside, so Nocturne's going to be able to take this dragon away. Big Ori ulti onto Ahri, but she has flash and ult. Going to be fine.
Doesn't have to
Bit of a
use
tempo
either,
ulti.
though.
Yeah,
And
she
they
doesn't have
get
TP
dragon.
though, so yeah,
That's
no
true.
TP. So Ori's in a pretty decent spot. I don't mind the aggressive ulti. I feel like it was probably a kill attempt, but even without it, it's actually pretty good. Ori can just shove this next wave, maybe chunk Ahri again, and then TP back, get Prio, and then maybe they go bot. I would love to see that. Shockwave should be up by the time that they both get a reset, so she can actually have a bit of tempo. Nocturne has ulti too, but is pathing top.
I didn't see
might be there for
exactly
counter.
what happened leading up to that, but I am kind of surprised that Wukong was top lane and Nocturne was just able to solo the dragon, the second dragon, when
Yeah,
they have
Wukong was still
Orianna
top.
ulti. Yeah.
Yeah, he was still top from the Ornn gank, and I think after Ornn flashed away, he started doing his wolves into Gromp, it looked like, so he's pretty late on getting to the other side of the map. His jungle camps are also spawning in a really unfortunate series here, so like Raptors
True.
was up, Krugs just spawned, and then Wolves is spawning, so he's gonna have to do a little bit of like running around the map. I'd love to see him go Krugs into bottom here, and Ori just runs bot. She has TP advantage, so if she shoves this wave, they can get something done. Nocturne's also topside, which they should know from him taking Dragon and pathing up. So would be a really good time. Looks like they're not gonna have a window though. Bot lane recalling. I'm
Very
really
true.
surprised that Braum is not taking Spellbook, especially in this matchup with a lot of damage threats for exhaust and like heal, honestly. But
True. Looking at the items though, Singed completed his cull about 30-40 seconds ago, and it looks like Jinx is gonna complete her cull right now as well. So 2 completed culls on the side of blue side. Even despite being down 4 kills, oh, we got a little bit of a fight going on in top lane. Misses the Ornn ult.
that's a little crazy that that
unfortunate.
missed. But yeah,
I
he's
don't
not
I don't
killing
know
him
if
anyways.
he actually gets to kill Singed there though, even if it
No,
does hit. So
definitely
you
not.
know, just chalk that one up to
Zoning
unlucky.
ultimate or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
But
Yeah, I think the itemization, the only thing that I'm scared about here is Nocturne's going crit and is falling behind in CS, which means ultimately Wukong is probably just going to be stronger for a bit, and I think mid-game strength is better. A little bit questionable that Orianna's building a Malignance, not gonna lie, there's some suspicious items in this game. Yeah, so stay tuned on that. They are gonna have a redemption done for Soraka much before the Braum gets an item done.
ooh,
Just kills him under the tower. He has barrier and flash. You tell me why that happened. I don't think I need to explain that one. Maybe just got fried. Didn't react in time.
I think he was a bit surprised
Yeah.
that he was
That's
that
going
low
on
to
top.
begin with. Red team though
Herald?
still making a play on the other side. Wukong going in onto the Nocturne. Kills Nocturne.
Yeah.
I think
Gonna go
they-
back into the Ornn. Somebody got in the Herald, hop back out. I think it was Braum. Singe gonna get a kill on Braum for sure. Maybe has flip
Oh
in time.
my.
I'm gonna say like 3-4 seconds until
We got the
flips
whole
up.
blue team coming up for this play
Yeah.
right here.
There's the flip.
Soraka
Soraka
ulti
with the big
drop
heal.
and 2 kills.
Blue team is playing a lot of these objective fights a lot better. Jinx gonna get another tower here. Bot lane T2 is almost dead as well before they left. I would definitely say that the top side of red is making some plays, but right now their bot lane is they're not pushing enough buttons and they're losing some towers, so they need to pick it up on that side. Jinx is getting a little bit strong. She's up 40 CS now. Wukong also still up 20 CS and has caught back up in kills, so it's gonna start to get a little bit tight for red team if they go down 3-4k gold in the next 5 minutes, which they're already pretty much there. So
Very true. Gonna get pretty dicey here after losing the 1k gold lead that they had earlier.
yeah, blue team just out farming and out towering them right now is most of the gold lead. Do you fight this next dragon if you're red? I feel like the answer is no.
I feel like the answer is if you're not gonna fight it, you probably need to
If you cross
try
map.
and make a play on the other side of the map. You need to get some type of gold influx into some character on your team.
Yeah.
Probably.
The problem is, like, who do you cross map, right? Like,
Yeah.
you can't cross map with Singed, and like, there's no tower in top either. So
No, it's definitely a very rough situation for red team, which I think kind of has to do with their comp a little bit, that they kind of forced themselves into a very difficult game strategy with their picks, but you know, it kind of looks like they're coming down to fight it. Ornn
definitely
walking up a
looking.
little too far in the mid lane, gonna get chunked out by Jinx and Wukong. Red team
Surely
does
this
have
Ornn TPs,
control
right?
of the river right now, though, but I
Yeah,
think you
Ornn
put the
should
ball
recall
on
TP.
Wukong right hill, and you just E in on probably the Aphelios.
yeah, or when Aphelios isn't there, Ornn should immediately TP. It should already be TP.
And
They get the
Ahri is
combo.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Aphelios ulti. Ornn's gonna TP really late into the back of 4 people. Don't really like that positioning. Feel like there's about 10 other options I would have preferred. He's tanky enough that he can walk it out slow. Maybe
Flashes
Nocturne
out.
baits it. They're actually afraid to keep going on that because of the Nocturne ulti.
Oh my,
Oh, he's
Nocturne
going
going in.
in.
Oh my.
Okay, and that's why Nocturne's mad in this spot because you have nobody else hiding with you. You know, there's other
I
setups.
feel like that's a bit of a desperation Nocturne
Yeah.
alt right there, where it's like, this game isn't gonna look much better for a long time for
Yeah.
red team, and they just needed to try and do something, but
I think that was not it. I think
Yeah,
Ornn,
I
when
think
he
that's
recalled
tough.
in mid, needed to stop shopping and just TP back immediately because they realized he was gone and then went in.
I
Yeah.
think the way red side needed to play that game is when Wukong goes in right there. I know they got knocked up by the Wukong ulti into the Orianna ult, so it's you don't really have an opportunity to flash, so you kind of have to either Ahri ult away or pre-flash the Wukong E going into you.
Yeah,
to
she
get out of that.
ulted and still got caught by the edge of the
Yeah.
shockwave, so it pulled her back in. Yeah, you just have to be preemptive. I mean, it sucks. It sucks that they have a combo like that, but they did have 2 flashes available and Nocturne ult. Like, could have dove backline. Ahri can go back. Ornn can TP earlier. You just have to be a little bit more proactive on the play. Not
Let's,
really sure why Soraka bought an Amp Tome. Oh, she's building Mikhail's.
Mikhail's.
Oh.
Maybe for Braum or Nocturne Fear or
Um,
Archon? There's a couple
We're
things
gonna,
that
yeah,
she
we're gonna
could do.
act like that's how you're supposed to play it, but I'm pretty sure if she buys Redemption there, they can never lose a fight because that shit's broken, and it's on Soraka. But Mikhail's is still fine. They don't really have the problem of like anyone that's gonna get CC'd that you can cleanse right now is either gonna be dead from the damage or is a frontliner, and you don't care about that. So, little interesting buy. Also has a book. I would have loved to see Redemption into Mikhail's second or Redemption into Moonstone. It is Soraka and the enemy team has no damage, but like I said, interesting builds coming out. I think they're pretty fine though. Blue team, it would be really tough for blue team to lose this game unless they go to 40 minutes, which shouldn't be the case because Jinx is absolutely hammering towers constantly. And they do have, I think, 3 grubs, right? Did they get all
Yes.
3?
Blue team has 3
Yeah.
grubs, yes.
Yeah, so I mean, really it should not be that hard to turn this around. Singe gonna miss the flip here. Ornn W's it. Looks like both junglers are fighting. Nocturne, crit Nocturne, this is the problem, right? He's down a full item, and on top of that, he's just gonna get run at. Ornn getting a knock-up, not gonna be enough. They're just gonna get cleaned up slow. Jinx should take this tower, probably losing an inhib here around 21 minutes, prepping for Baron. Spot inhib too. Not the best. They're actually just gonna take Otacon. Forgot that this is up. I honestly
looking
maybe
pretty
would want them to
doomed for
take
red
T2
side.
first. Yeah, it's not great. It's 6k gold lead, 6k gold lead now, and that's a lot, especially when all the money is on Jinx. Wukong's at a second item. They have armor shred now too, so the Ornn's just not able to keep up. I'm pretty sure he only has an MR item too. It's not looking great. If you're red side,
around 3.4k gold is
yeah, that's
a rough situation to be in 20 minutes in.
yeah. I think the only way you come back in this game is if you can
Picking
get a
the
pick,
things.
which
They're kind of
maybe
looking
picking
like
things.
it.
Aphelios ulti missed. Nocturne's ulting in. Big TP from the other side, and Singer's just fucking in here. Runs away from the Nocturne Fears, probably getting flipped. Yeah. I think Ahri just dies to the burn.
I think so too. I don't think they have enough damage to actually kill the Singed either. Plus the Soraka ulti comes
Nocturne's
out.
dead. Yeah.
Wukong smiting the Aphelios.
He's
Dude
fishing
really
for it.
wants to kill this guy.
Oh,
the flash Ahri?
Ahri
Okay.
still has ulti. Yeah.
Yeah, this one might be in the books. 22 minutes
Yeah, I
in.
think that's just GG. I'm pretty sure Jinx with the attack speed here plus grubs is this one's over. Yeah, 22-minute absolute stomp from blue side. Just kidding, they don't end the game.
They're not going to end the game. They're going to back off.
Okay.
We're going to fast forward a little bit here.
We're gonna fast forward.
We're a little behind. So I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah,
make them wait too long. If the next game is ready.
What if
but
this game goes 40 minutes? You never know.
You
Kinda
never
looks
know.
like it's
That's
still
true.
going.
You never know.
It is a little weird to not try to end there and then go super deep. But they should have an end here somewhere. They have supers coming up mid. Like, surely this is the end of the game, right?
Surely.
Unless Jinx gets
Or,
charmed here and gives enough
Ornn
time to
is going to
Ahri, but-
recall though. So they
Yeah,
might-
can Ahri stopped him, so this
Oh,
should be the
stopped
end.
it? It should be the
This should
end.
be
Yep.
over. Braum is not blocking the Jinx rockets, actually standing directly behind Ahri. We're gonna fight
Ornn's
the
gonna kill
Oriana, though.
Oriana,
Oh my.
but
they can't stop it. Jinx has too much
yeah,
cards.
I think we ended over.
Yeah. A little bit of a weird end, but instead of a 22 minute, we have a 25 minute. GG's come out. Pretty big stomp by Blue. I think Red just, yeah, Red's comp was...
Difficult to
It
play.
was playable. Yeah, it was playable, but I think Nocturne going crit and having all their money early, not great. Would love to see a different combo there in the future, or build different items. But hey, you know, it's fine. We're gonna jump right into draft, I'm assuming.
Right in
Yeah.
to the next draft. Since we're a little bit behind. They have not started yet, though, so we are still good to go. Let me change.
Do they swap sides? You know how the sides work?
Yeah, so loser gets side select. So now Gin and Tonic should have side select for this game.
Okay. When you change...
Oh, that's true. Okay. Yeah, we can adjust that real soon. Let me just get... Gotta switch this. Okay, so draft 1 is done. Now we're on draft 2. Move that over here. Put this in. Boom. There we go. Casters are... Okay, and then I just do that same thing for... What did we do again? It was display capture. Audio output capture. And then say something.
Hello, hello.
Can you hear yourself?
Yep. It's good.
It's good. It's not too loud.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think so. You might want to like adjust it to what you put it on the other one, like scale the bar down some, but I think it'll be okay. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, cool.
Let's...
Yeah, is it auto side swap or is it side select from loser?
Side select. So Gin and Tonic selected red side again. So they want to be red side.
Wait, so they picked red on first game and took an AD got picked and then they gave up Nocturne Ori instead of picking Noc Ori. They picked Aphelios Noc when there was already an AD picked. Okay. Yeah, I guess like drafting tip is just like if you don't have pry on an AD and they've already B1'd it, like just pick your combo unless they don't think Ori Noc is that good, but I think you just always pick Ori Noc there. So I'd like to see them do something with red side pick because yeah, they got B1'd a better AD carry arguably because Aphelios is hard as fuck to play and I don't think most people can play him well, and then lost their combo and gave them Ori Wukong, which is wild. So power picks on R1 too. Let's see them. You don't need to counter pick, especially because most of these are comfort picks.
I think
look like the same
trying
bands.
to get a similar comp to what blue team had game 1 as red team would be most ideal. Just like a kind of like a simple team fight comp where you have like a very simple go-in strategy of Wukong Ori, something of that.
Press R, smack them.
Yeah, to just make the game simpler. This game's already hard enough. You don't want to make it more difficult by picking champs that are hard to play, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you can play a difficult champion, that's good, but making sure it fits a theme for your team that's not too hard to execute is recommended, in my opinion.
I agree. It is weird that they're B1ing 80 carries. I mean, I'm a fan of B1ing 80 carries when they're strong. It is a little bit weird that we're going kind of like into the more mid-tier ADs early. Like, would love to see some jungle prio early pick if there's contesting, which it kind of looks like they're playing similar stuff, but gonna go Varus, and other team's gonna respond with Kai'Sa. If they pick a jungler here again and it's not prio, I'll be a little bit sad, but it probably looks like it. Honestly, wouldn't mind like them holding it and picking like a Trundle into something tanky later against Varus.
Kai'Sa makes me feel like they're going for a more dive comp, unless it's poke Kai'Sa.
I don't know why they didn't pick this last time. Like, yeah, they could have picked Nocturne, Kaisa Nautilus last game, and then played Ari, and that would have been great. I'm kind of confused on why it's coming out now, but we'll see what they pick to pair with this.
Honestly, loving the first two picks for red team
Yeah,
already,
it's great.
infinitely more than they had last game. Kaisa
Yeah.
Nautilus is simple, easy. You understand what it is that they're trying to do, and you can just do it. It's not too difficult.
Ooh. Yeah, this is a great spot for a Nico or Renata pick. I think both are really good against divers. Renata's a little bit better, but less people enjoy her because lower damage. So Nico pick, I'm assuming that's going to be support, but obviously can be flexed to mid as well, which gives them a little bit of ability to swap things around. Should probably be a jungle pick here, I would assume. Thoughts
Yep.
on that?
I
Top
think
lane, okay.
I think picking Jax here could be a flex pick for both top
Yeah.
and jungle, so I
Fair.
don't mind. If you have two players that enjoy playing Jax in both the top lane and the jungle, I think it's perfectly reasonable to take it here.
This could also be Varus top. Forgot to put that out
Oh,
there.
that's true. Varus top has seemed
Yeah.
pretty insane.
I doubt.
in
Yeah, I
a
doubt
couple
it.
of
But
our
that shit
games.
is yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. I think if you know how to play Varus top and you know how to translate a lead into a win, then seems pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say
Gragas.
something crazy here.
All right, what are you gonna say?
Do you know what I'm gonna say that blue should pick?
Let me think.
It's pretty obvious.
What
I
role?
think,
What
if you
role
think
are you
about it.
thinking for blue?
For jungle and like both picks here for mid jungle.
Oh, for mid jungle?
Yeah, for mid jungle. It's a really obvious pick. Just to look at red team, look at what they do. Look at the
They
team
like to go
on
in-
blue. I believe in you.
I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm clueless.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
So I think the way that this should go is ideally red team should pick a fairly heavy AD top. I'd love to see like a Aatrox or an Ambessa or something like that. Ambessa obviously like a bit harder for most people to play. And then I think blue should just slam Jarvan Galio.
Oh,
And
okay.
I think it's a win. I think if
Jarvan
blue team picks
Galio.
Jarvan Galio, it's like I'm not gonna say unlosable because you still have to play it right, but you have engage, you have follow up from Nico, you have disengage from Nico, you have disengage from Galio. The other team like is very clearly diving. It's a really good pick here.
What do you think
Yeah.
about instead of Jarvan going a Mumu Galio? Since you
I
already
think
have
you're
the
really
Nico,
heavy AP.
you think
'cause
too heavy
you're-
AP?
Yeah, I think it's too heavy AP because they don't really have like a hefty tank right now.
That's
But I mean, it could be good with Graves. Like against Graves, it negates the armor. But I think J4 Galio is better because you can hold people there. Though they do have a Kaisa and a Gragas and a Graves. So like, yeah, I'm okay with the Mumu as well.
Camille Galio,
Um,
that could be a thing too. That's not bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Camille Galio here too. I doubt it's gonna happen. I think Mundo's a really bad pick here, as most of these champions are really mobile. But yeah, Camille Galio could be good. I don't think they're gonna pick Galio. I think this is Jack's jungle though, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Jack's
it's gotta be.
Cho.
they're
I
picking
understand the
mid.
idea of like a juggernaut top here, which I think is fine, but I think their team comp does so well if they just have like a disengage tool. Like, yeah,
True.
I think it could do really well. Even like a Poppy top here would go kind of crazy. Like Poppy Galio, not that like that combo is great for going in, but it's really good for disengage, and the enemy team just wants to like run at you. I think this is way too much AP if they pick Aurora here. I do like the Aurora pick, but yeah, I think they needed an AD top. Like, all these champions do mixed damage or AP. I think it's a little overboard, but yeah, it's okay. It is Gragas top, I'm assuming. So
I
would
don't
love to
think
see like
there's too much tankiness right now on red side.
no, but that's the
Yeah,
problem, right?
yeah,
is
Galio-
like this is yeah. Which again, if you take Jarvan Galio, you don't have this problem. Enemy team is forced to play like an AD mid or something, like Triss mid or something weird into it, and like most people don't play that. So, yeah, I think these drafts are fine. I do think a little bit AP heavy on blue side, but pretty low damage
much-
overall.
Much more
on red.
even draft, in my opinion, on both sides.
Yeah, for sure.
I think red side
sure.
has a very good fighting chance. I think I actually even favor their comp a little bit more if the Graves can
Way easier. Yeah.
get ahead on the Jax.
Yeah, playing the Aurora Nico combo is a lot tougher than just pressing R on all your champions. I do kind of hate that they pick Graves, because I think Kaisa Nautilus works really well if you just pick J4 Galio here on red side too. I don't really...
True.
I think it's a little bit anti-synergy to pick Gragas, Galio, and then a Graves, but it's fine.
Yeah, I think the Gragas and Galio is a
A little bit
little
much.
anti-synergy with the
Yeah,
Gragas LT, but Gragas just doesn't have to press R. He could just
true.
not press it, or he
The
could
biggest...
press it beforehand and then Galio presses R.
Yeah, it's definitely still usable. I think the biggest problem here is that red doesn't really have a side lane match. Neither of those champions can ever kill Cho'Gath, and they definitely both have a tough time beating Aurora in the side lane with mobility. Like, it's doable. They also lose to Jax pretty frequently, so I think it does become hard if blue team plays the side lanes at all. Which didn't
Yeah.
look like the first game that's what their plan is to do. They want to team fight more, but their team is still good at that. But yeah, if we start seeing more tower pushing from blue, which we did in the first game, it's going to be really tough for red to match because they just don't have the best wave clear, and they don't have the safest side lanes as far as killing a Cho'Gath. So
True.
definitely interesting. You don't see heavy AP teams that often. Like,
No, yeah, that's true. You don't really see it's usually more the AD team comps where you
Yeah.
get to your last pick or your last two picks and you're like, "Oh dang, we need someone to play AP here." Or yeah, you need someone to play AP because you already picked 4 AD characters, but we're going to try and get chat involved a little bit more in this game. Chat, who do you think has the higher chance of winning just based off team comp? What would you say? Kane, did you have a decision on who you think is going to come away with the win, just solely based off team comp here?
I think it's really close. It's going to depend on play. I want to say I lean more towards blue side because I think Nico and Aurora are really strong here, and I do think that red lacks side lane damage, but
True.
I think it's close. But I'd say blue side again.
For some parity, I'm going to take red side, so that way there's a little bit of opinions on both sides. But I could definitely see this game going either way. And I very much like the way that blue team played the first game. But yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of the first game wasn't even necessarily like how did the teams play. I think it was more just who made more mistakes and who got capitalized on. Because red was trading like some kills back, and they were doing fine at that. Blue just got more like 3 to 4 person kills, where red was killing like one person that overextended, and then they would still overextend afterwards. So it's still close. Like, I think if they clean up some of the mistakes around going a little bit too hard or like using their combos disjointed, they can be fine. Like, blue just did a better job of Wukong goes in, Ori ults, like every single time, where red was like Ornn ults, then Nocturne presses R but doesn't go in, then goes in at the end, then Ori ults. Like, they just need to do it at the same time. Being on the same page for team fighting engage is really big, and yeah, I think with that cleanup, like, it'll be a lot closer if they can get there.
True. Something we can take a look at while we are waiting is, I'll pull it up right here. We can look at this new website, but first let me get rid of this overlay.
Running it down. Whoa.
Yeah, this is the new Beer League website for everyone that... Everyone's probably seen this already, but we'll take a look at it for a brief moment. We got all the different teams here. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to have to log in. Whoops. One moment. There we go. We got all the different teams here. Right now we have We Taste Feet.
Wait, their team is We Taste Feet? That's crazy.
That's a little crazy. Versus Jin and
I know
Tonic.
someone that could play on that team. For sure. For sure.
I think we might be thinking of the same person.
Yeah, amen. I won't say their name, but you know who you are if you're watching.
If we look at the player stats here, I know there was a bit of a problem with one of the games that got played recently, but maybe it got fixed. Let's see, who's got the highest KDA right now? Lelouch. I think they are currently in this game. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are the support for blue team. 13 KDA, not bad. Seeing a
True.
support player having the highest KDA in the league so far seems pretty nice for all those support mains out there.
True. Good job, support mains. Stay locked in.
Stay locked in. Highest. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's see damage. Total damage to champions per minute. Neckarine with the highest damage per minute. 1,234 damage dealt to champions per minute. That's pretty crazy. That is a lot of damage
Yeah.
to have per minute. They must be an ADC. I can't think of maybe a mid.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this person's been playing AD for a long time. I remember
Yeah.
playing against them at the first St. Cloud tourney like 8 years ago. So there's a little bit of gaming happening there. A little gaming experience for sure.
But some pretty fun little stats to look at. If you're ever just looking at the website and you want to kill some time. Right now we're watching the WTF versus Gin and Tonic. Gin and Tonic lost the first game, so We Taste Feet is on match point. Later this week we will have PDX versus CR. That is my team. We play tomorrow. People want to tune into that game. According to the power rankings, it is a battle of some of the juggernauts. So hopefully it will be a good match. We also have PPP versus IQ. IQ is considered in the power rankings to be the very best team in the league. We'll see if they can live up to those standards. And then we have 2 versus whatever the heck that was. That's a long abbreviation. But we're getting right into game.
True.
Me,
Oh no, they picked the Graveskin. It's over for me. All right.
We're gonna get the overlay back on. I'm gonna adjust the series score. We have blue side series score should be 1.
Someone asked you that PDX got ranked 5th in power rankings. What are your thoughts, feelings on that?
I think we're a little bit of an unknown, so I understand that, maybe we won't be viewed initially as the best team in the league, but I will say that we scrimmed versus IQ a couple days ago, and those scrims were pretty darn competitive. I won't say who won and who lost the scrim, but I will say that there was a lot of parity between our two teams.
Minions have spawned.
So I think that 5 may be a little low.
What's IQ rated?
IQ is rated number 1. They are rated the number 1 team. So
Wait, what? Okay, maybe
Yeah.
maybe the power rankings we should look at. We take a look at those.
if we have some time, if this goes to 3 games and we have some time before the 3rd game, we can take a look at the power rankings for that.
If I've learned anything about power rankings over the years, it's that they're fake. So take that into account. Okay, yeah, we're kind of in there. Cho'Gath got a deep ward on Raptors, so they're gonna know Graves is starting topside. Looks like Jax is gonna start his Wolves and then attempt to match.
True.
Might go for a 3 camp into top as well, but they did swap the Cho and the Aurora. I kind of like this. I think Cho can deal with the Galio earlier, obviously with the Vorpal Spikes, Hail of Blades combo. Oh wait, he doesn't even have Hail of Blades. Wow, he just got all 3 procs on that guy. This guy's going crazy. Yeah, honestly, great trade from the Cho in mid. I like the swap. I think Aurora has a better time dealing with Gragas. Doesn't get bullied too much. Can go up for a CS lead.
True, true.
Love that.
Blue team's bot lane getting push initially. I think that's normal for a double range lane into a melee
sure.
support.
If you don't get push as Nico, something is wrong. Gets a little double root there. Seeing a lot of heavy trading in the mid lane, which obviously we should. Galio with phase rush.
Would kind of like to see an early gank here in the mid lane. Galio going in pretty early. Oh my.
Oh my god, these reactions, people. We gotta pick it up. Okay, give me a heart attack. Not gonna lie, Galio missing everything and then still trading with the auto was a bit crazy. Cho also puts the Q on the corner of him instead of the middle, otherwise he's forced to flash and then dies. But, you know, a little bit of misplay there. Ends up being a flash for flash. Cho gets to stay in lane, so overall win for blue, up 6 CS, but definitely should have been a kill there. With the Galio misplaying the E. Looks like the Cho is AFK in shop. But... Gonna put the Q again really far away. Doesn't have flash. Graves not committing. Gonna steal some XP from his mid laner.
I think Graves could have maybe got a kill there if he committed to it. He has flash. Cho'Gath is
flash
low.
Auto W maybe.
Flat, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's happening. A little bit of chaos here as Jax cleared to his bot side, didn't do Krugs, and now they're gonna have a 6v5, whatever the numbers are here. A little 3v4 over the Scuttle Crab on bot side where Jax is just going to take it and then immediately die. Is gonna flash out, but still gets picked up by the Kai'Sa. That's not great. I don't think you want that. He did get the Scuttle Crab. Graves also at 18 CS at 4 minutes, took half his mid laner's wave and has not killed Blue or Gromp yet, and top Scuttle is the only one up. So we're going to have quite the interesting jungle camps after this one. Looks like bot going in,
getting some stuns on both bot laners. Yeah, I don't know about... I feel like Graves will catch up and farm naturally, but you want to get those camps on cooldown so they can get the respawn.
Yeah, his camp timers are going to reset terribly. Jack's also going back to topside, so Krugs are not going to be taken until maybe 6 minutes here for Jax. Maybe not that long, 5:40, 5:30. But
yeah, depends on how he passed down here. He could just run up and grab this top scuttle though, which I think he's doing.
He could. He is doing that. Graves actually going to be quite a bit behind getting double scuttled and not taking blue buff until 4:45, by the way. Definitely looking like a solo queue vibe.
Very
also,
true.
I don't know why people do this, but like, you know the other team's coming that whole time. Well, why keep hitting the Scuttle Crab to smite it when like there are 4 people on you? Also, counter striking after you're at 20% health is it's a choice. It's a choice. But yeah, we're gonna see Kai'Sa with double buffs, which is definitely gonna make the lane trading a bit scarier for bottom. Shouldn't be anything too crazy. Like, they can play safe, but I wouldn't be surprised if they go for a little all-in action. Nautilus Kai'Sa doing a lot of damage fast, and Kai'Sa being able to spam Qs even for small poke is really good.
Jax coming up for a gank here. I'm not really sure what the... Maybe just to get the wave in? I could see that. Maybe if you want to get the Aurora reset,
I don't think Aurora can't... She's full health.
Yeah, I
think
feel like
she already back too. Like, I think these junglers are just greed lords. They're just like leeching XP. And like, once again, Jax clears 2 camps and he has 2 camps up on bottom.
Oh, the Gragas ulti into the tower, but there was a minion alive keeping the Aurora from taking tower damage. But Gragas going in, getting the Aurora
flash is early.
Gragas still has flash up. I think she's dead.
Yeah, it's over.
Pop the Q. And she's dead!
It's over.
Oh my god, your jungler comes to give you a reset and then you die! What is happening?
I don't even know why the Jax was there. There's no reason to reset. She had no money there. There's no way. Like, she's not even going to buy anything now. Very interesting. All the jungle camps are fucked up. Graves has 1 camp up right now. Jax hasn't cleared his bot side camps the entire game. Yeah, we're seeing some things. Red side's kind of playing a little crazy right now, though, which honestly for them seems to be working out. Nautilus is going to look for a hook. Hook's the Nico clone.
Nico clone, yep.
Yeah, I do think they can chase this for a bit of damage if they want to stay. Jungler's down here too. Would love to see him kill his Krugs for the first time ever and then look for a lane gank maybe. Can you check the gold? I'd love to see
I can check
some reset points. Okay, so Varus has a recall. Everyone's got recalls here if they want them.
500 gold lead in top off of that solo piece, plus
that's
solo XP on that solo.
Yeah, that's
kill. So Gragas is probably going to be up.
About a level.
Wait, is he up a level? Oh yeah.
No, they're both 6, but it's like close
I can't
to
see
him being 7.
the XP.
Yeah, the XP bars aren't showing for some
Yeah.
reason. He just hit 7 though, and like he has a big ass wave in front of him though, so like he's very,
True.
very
Okay, yeah,
heavily
he does
ahead
hit
in
that. Yeah.
XP.
So he's up almost a full level on the Aurora.
Oh, they're gonna swap back. Yeah.
Swapping back, putting the Cho'Gath in top. Maybe
Jax?
maybe that is just an unplayable lane for Aurora, you know?
No, I think
unplayable.
I think it's more that they're no longer getting what they want, which is she died and then they're swapping, or they want her closer for objective. Bit surprising that Jax got double scuttle and actually hit 6 after Graves. He's still 5 here on top side of the map. Graves gonna get a dragon for free, so tempo-wise, it's a bit interesting. Like, Red has a lot more of the tempo.
I love to see the confidence from Red, though, to come out and make these early plays and early solo kills after what happened in the first game. Gragas getting away. Oh, there's Jax, though. Nice flash.
Okay,
to
has
dodge
the flash.
stun. You know, pulling
top
the
lane
jungler
really
up
playing
there,
this
though, to
good.
get dragon is not horrible.
Yeah, I mean, Top's playing this really well. Gets a solo kill, has taken 2, we'll call gank and a half from the Jax. Is in a spicy position here.
But they have the Galio.
Galio
He
gonna
forcing
come
the
in,
Jax
yep.
flash. Got the Gragas
Ooh,
ulti.
big knock. Wait, he's going to the wrong side. Jax
I
thinks
think,
he's red. This could be a die
I
here.
think it's a dead
I think they just
Cho'Gath.
killed Cho.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks like a dead Cho'Gath.
They can just push this in, go grab grubs, and then maybe even dive the Jax if he stays. I think it's looking pretty good for them overall. Honestly, Gragas making some big plays. Gets the cast there, and I think hit the Jax so hard he maybe got a concussion. Started running to the red side of jungle. So that's
I'm loving
great.
this from Red Team, though. I'm really loving it from Red Team.
Yeah, we love some 3-game series. Hook gonna go in, immediate fight. Varus
This is a
not
dead
getting to play the
Varus.
game at all. Yeah.
What
Kai'Sa
happened
ulted early there, which could have been scary, but I think he just ate the hook into root into ulti combo and didn't flash.
Oh my.
You know, I'm gonna put something out there. If you're playing AD carry and you die with flash up multiple times across a few games, maybe just push the button for fun. Just see what it does. Yeah, they're gonna dive the Nico. Jax is here, which means they're probably getting double killed, and yeah. That was a little bit spicy.
Oh, but gets
Honestly,
the Nico
okay, he
kill.
gets the trade. He gets the trade. I would have
That's
gone
a-
for that play too, because nobody knows where the fuck these junglers are because they haven't cleared any of their camps. They're on like second clear at 9 minutes, so that guy could have been anywhere.
It's a little hard
His
to track the
crabs
jungler
respawn.
when you
They're
have no
lost.
idea where they could be.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a bit crazy. Jax definitely should not have been on Krugs there, obviously starting topside, but his camps are all messed up, so yeah, they go for a dive. It was pretty poorly executed. Again, Kai'Sa could have just flashed out insta and got away from that, but she takes tower shot. ADC's a little bit lazy on the flash buttons today, but maybe we're just warming up.
Yeah, we're just warming those hands for game 3, you know?
Yep. Still a 1k gold lead for Red. It's looking fine. They have an Infernal Dragon. They got grubs too, and
They got
do
two
have
grubs.
like
Oh wait, no, they got
yeah,
all
they
three.
don't have side
They got all
laners.
three.
Yeah, they got all 3.
Okay.
They don't have like great side laners, but they do have Galio, so like you can put some pressure on the towers in the side lane. So
Plus
love
you're
that for
denying
them.
it from blue team. And it counts towards feats, which they do they have feats yet? They don't have anyone with completed boots. So they got 3 kills, 2 objectives. No, they don't have feats yet. One more objective would do it for red team or first tower, I believe. Would give them feats.
Okay.
Galio going in here, looking for a big trade onto the Aurora.
Next, also going top again for another gank. This is a terrible gank timer. Cho'Gath cannot help at all.
Gragas
Not
playing
gonna
the
get
lane
anything out
very
of it.
well. Very respectful
Yeah.
of the junglers having some good Gragas ultis as well, plus a solo kill onto the Aurora. Might be a candidate for MVP of the game if they keep playing like this. Pretty early to say though. Still a lot more games to be played. What is coming up? Dragon in a minute 20. Probably want to start putting vision for that. If you look, actually, on blue side, bottom jungle right here, I'm going to pan the camera over. 2 deep red wards right here. So that gives a lot of comfort to this bot lane.
Bot lane vision is immaculate right now,
Yeah.
which is also great because Gragas is not dying to the ganks top.
Yeah. You love to see
The only spot, yeah, the only spot
hitting
that
the
you could
Nico
get
flow
from is
with the stun. And the Kaisa
and the
W
Kaisa W
hits.
snipe.
Jax
Or
is
just,
here
they should
though.
just keep fighting this. Just kill the Jax for fun too, honestly. I like the walk up. Galio's here. They can turn this onto Jax. Gonna get knocked. A lot of Kaisa damage can come through. Gonna get the hook. Kaisa playing nice and safe. Love it. They just dive this Varus if they want to. They see both other laners. I think it's a bit crazy that he's even standing here. He has flash and barrier though, so it could be okay.
Could be a bait.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why he feels comfortable standing here, just because he has 2 summoners, but like maybe he's gonna prove that he's gonna press him this time. True. I would 100% be diving this guy. If I'm Nautilus, I'm maybe solo diving this.
They might be resetting simply for tempo, so they can get on the map back from
God, that'd be crazy. Do you actually believe that, or is that just
I'm gonna believe it. I'm gonna believe that they're recalling for tempo.
I'll believe it with you. Sure.
I'm gonna give them the.
I think they might be worried that he has both sums, to be honest, which is like fair, but
the last dive when they tried to kill Nico, they did give 2 kills over to Jax. Yeah.
That was because Jax had found his Krugs for the second time this game. So, but yeah, I agree. They might be a little bit scared from that, and I think it's fair. Like keeping your summoners and not blowing those before dragon fight is fine. They did all come down to this, so maybe you are right. I'll give them a little bit of credit. They did show up to the dragon right away, and they are here full health, back on the map in time. Aurora has TP, but no flash. I think this is just a given dragon. She's gonna TP back to mid. Galio no ulti. They are a little short on ults on red, where like it could be a fight, but I think they're just a bit up on the wallet side. It's gonna collect the whole wave.
Really clean
honestly,
game
CS
so far
numbers.
for red side, though.
Yeah, CS numbers not as big of a gap that as I thought there would be, but still overall kill gold is looking great. Would love to see them take a tower here soon.
True. I think blue side players, they just seem a bit better in the CSing department than the red side players. Sure. I don't know if that's just the blue side players maybe are a bit more comfortable on their champions, or maybe they just have played a little bit more. But in game 1, having that CS advantage for a lot of the blue side players was a big reason why they got such a big goal lead in that game. So being even in CS right now for red team is a big improvement for them.
I'm gonna call a bit of a maneuver here and say that I think bot lane should push this wave, recall go mid, and Galio should go bottom.
Looking for a game
mostly because
Good
this
cast.
actually might just make it so they can take Herald here, because I don't think Choke can get out. He has no flash.
Oh,
he does actually just kill the Graves though.
That's a little crazy.
That's called
illegal.
a skill move right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
A little illegal
only
that
has a
Graves
Yomos.
dies there, but you know, good play by the Cho'Gath to get the kill. Jax is bot yet again. I feel like
Hooked him.
hooked him, but
That's very Riot Games
buffer
right there.
onto the wall.
Yeah, nice flash to get away from the Verisol. I think it was a little bit crazy to go for that. I also might have looked just out of spite, but okay, so gonna get away from this initial dive. Good job flashing back into the Galio ult, but they are only gonna kill 1 so far. Looks like
able to
taunt
get
on the
more.
Varus, looking good.
Varus popping
Yeah,
the
they do have a TP from
barrier.
Gragas too. Okay,
Good
he's staying
E
on.
by
I think this is
Galio.
kill. Nice
Oh,
little
hook
flash.
misses.
Almost gets the hook. Oh wait,
They're
he's
gonna
gonna
get the taunt.
Okay, but Aurora can maybe kill. This is a little bit sketchy now. Aurora can maybe trade one back. Okay.
Okay.
A little bit close. Overall, pretty well played by Red. It was pretty good heads-up play. Almost all their flashes were used, like, pretty correct. Nobody fucked anything up. They also Galio ulted and TP'd their top laner. I don't know about you guys, but I've played Beer League a little bit, and almost nobody does that. So great looks by this top lane. I think it's a little bit of a top gap for Red side here. Galio also has been at every single fight with ulti, so looking good on playing the globals and the TPs, using that lead to spread it down to the bot lane.
Very true.
Potentially getting this bot tower here. I think if they'd get bot tower, swap bot to mid with Galio TP up, they can take the Herald, Galio can TP if he needs to, and then they're ready for Dragon. Would love to see a play like that, or them doing something with another objective. Jax is here.
Bit of an interesting position for the Kaisa. Gonna go down.
Yeah.
Galio
I think
TP
Graves
coming
actually
in,
dies
but
too.
Probably just has to run.
Okay, yeah, no flash from Jax. Was a little bit crazy that Graves played that close with the fact that he had no flash, but Galio saves him with the TP.
Little interesting that Kaisa ran all the way down from mid to bot to help Graves get that turret. Kind of would have liked her to see her just stay mid and catch the mid wave there instead of moving down to help Graves get that bot lane turret. I think he had it by himself.
Yeah. It is a little weird that Graves stayed bottom for that long with all his camps up. Like, maybe they just wanted feats really bad, but...
I think they got it already, though, when they got the second
Did they
dragon.
before that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
They got the
Okay.
3 objectives.
Yeah, I feel like then just overcommitting for that. Graves kind of going in a bit hard.
Aurora
as
popped
well.
ulti,
Aurora-
though, and now
Yeah.
she's... Whoa, where is everyone going in
They
this
just
fight?
got out. Double taunt into a Gragas barrel, and that's a double kill. That swings the tempo back. I was going to say they
Yeah.
kind of lost a ton of tempo from that last play, but like, Aurora
gotta
just
be careful
actually... Yeah, this is a
think
knock into
she's-
taunt, and she's dead.
She's dead. Yeah.
Okay.
Another
Yeah,
good
I mean-
play for Red side.
Yeah, Red is playing really well on, like, they're making some mistakes, but they're catching back up quickly. Like, they lost the tempo from Kai'Sa dying, and then they just take it right back. Should go Herald here and then take Dragon, but yeah, I mean, they should just back-to-back every objective. I don't see how blue team stops them now with, like, no ults up. It should be a Herald, reset, Dragon, reset, and then Otacon, and maybe they get fought at Otacon, but at that point they should have, like, a 4k gold lead and 3 drags, so it's going to be really tough for blue to do anything here.
Very true, very true.
Varus also playing on hit into this team means that they don't really have a way to like poke people down, so it's very just like full commit fight, which is fine, but
Jack
actually going
looking
in
to fight
for the
here.
Herald fight. This
Shogun's
is
looking to try and steal the Herald. but misses.
5v5 Galio ult's cancelled. Looks like they're gonna pick up
dies.
Galio. Yeah. Are they just out? Oh, maybe they can pick up 2. If Graves comes over the wall, could be a little bit
I
bad
think
for Red
Nautilus is just
actually.
dead here too.
Yeah, I almost
A
wanted to
little
see
bit of a
Red like
split
recollapse,
fight.
but
yeah.
yeah.
They're
That's
definitely
crazy too because
strongest
Blue
as
has
a team.
no ults.
Yeah, so
Blue-
running away
Blue having
there
no
as
ults.
Red team into different directions, I think, is what caused them to lose that fight pretty hard.
Yeah.
And now blue team can just walk right to this dragon, stopping
Yeah,
the
big
stacking.
shutdown losing a lot of tempo.
Yeah, little
Gragas
little
got a
bit of
TP top
crack
just to
showing
give.
for red side here.
Yeah.
Gonna see here the dragon.
Maybe
though.
maybe big cracks. I don't know. The Graves picking up Mauve Malmortius is a bit crazy here. I'm not gonna lie. That item is a little bit illegal to be having, especially on lethality Graves. But
I think Funky Z is really living up to their name with their funky builds
Yeah.
that they like to go.
yeah, funky builds are going a bit crazy. This one, to be fair, is working out a little bit better. I do think the Graves is not looking great in this game, but there's not a lot of targets that Graves bursts, which is kind of why I'm wondering why we're going Yomu's Maw. But maybe we'll blow up the Varus later. Galio should just play to the bottom of the circle. She can't go anywhere. Yep, plays it well. Is going to get walked around a little bit. Kind of
Nautilus.
bad pathing, but Nautilus is here. Gonna
Should
have
be
a
dead.
taunt.
Oh, using flash.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
you
that
kind of
is
just have to accept your death there rather than blow
Maybe
flash,
she thought
but-
she could get a little bit of room to get the Jax because he can get there, and like the other two don't have sums up, but that is just going to be a Otacon give, I think. Cho has TP,
I
they
think,
might fight
yeah,
this.
I think blue team should actually try and fight this, but I think they're
so
a bit too
fast,
slow.
though. Like,
Yeah, they're a bit
yeah,
too
Varus
slow
can
here.
get there.
Oh my,
God,
no.
he leaks it.
No.
Wait, Graves has Smite. What?
No.
There's no way that he should ever
They're
get
gonna
that.
get
They're
the
going to get one
Nico,
kill back
but-
for it. But
Oh, that's
Red's
so
falling apart.
tragic.
They're falling apart.
That's so tragic for red side.
This might be a top laner crashing out type of game because Gragas was holding it together and the team is kind of making some decisions now.
You know, as a
Nautilus getting
jungler
caught,
though,
like-
it does happen. Oh, but
What
we
is
got
happening?
we got fights going on everywhere.
Okay, they're gonna trade Varus for Nautilus. Oh, okay.
Are they even
Kai'Sa
gonna
is
lose
ulti.
Nautilus though? Galio
They
coming out to
might
save
not.
him.
The Jax is kind of just in here 1v4 though. Where's the rest of the team at? They're chasing Kai'Sa in mid. Aurora's
Kai'Sa is
coming out of
running
base.
into top side jungle. She is running away.
And she's gonna get out.
And she's
This
out.
is why I
Okay.
don't wait. Cho actually doesn't kill her with flash up though, and she had no flash and ulti. Okay.
These are some
Yeah, red side-
crazy fights. I don't know
Yeah,
what
red
is
side
happening.
pulling it back a little bit. People are just running into positions and boxing each other for no reason. Like
I kinda love it,
every
though.
objective is taken. We're not even trying to hit the tower. It's just like let's go into their jungle and see what the fuck's going on. Graves
Oh,
literally
Graves,
could not kill this
you
guy
do
if he
not
had
win
all
this,
day.
Graves. Oh my god, don't E that way.
Splash is back up soon. He might be okay. Nico's coming.
We got the TP coming though. We got the TP.
We got the TP.
We got the
So
TP
dead.
coming.
Oh my god. Okay, don't worry. Galio's here now. Surely one of the people on red team can also run it down. Thoughts? Okay.
I think we might have a moment of reprieve in the game.
Yeah, I think the teams need to just chill. Red needs to go back to making good decisions that get them objectives and stop fighting over nothing. And honestly, blue just needs to keep doing what they're doing because blue being chaotic is working for them, and they are closing the gold gap. They got a dragon back. They stealing the Otacon is crazy because Jax didn't even leap strike in until it was under 1200 health.
Yeah.
I don't know if Graves just didn't check his smite or what's going on. That was crazy. Jax should never get that from that range.
A little crazy that Jax is allowed to walk that close to the Otacon.
Yeah, in a 5v2. Yeah, in a 5v2, like, please. With a Nautilus and a Galio and a Gragas. Like, somebody go stand in the tri-brush. Like, just...
Yeah, someone stand in the tri-brush, pull the Otacon, like, towards the red side tower. Do something. Don't 50-50 it, because as a jungler, losing that smite is pretty tilting. And I'm not going to say that it's, like, all on Funky Z for missing the smite. Like, sometimes you just miss smite as a jungler. It happens. It's not like the end of the world, but when you have a position where you can just prevent that from ever happening in the first place as a team, that's when it gets kind of tilting.
Yeah, that one was like your jungler should definitely press smite, but also your teammates should just be better and stop them from even getting the chance, for sure. But he definitely had time to smite it before Jax could even see the Otacon, so a little bit suspicious,
But you know, red side still with the lead, still with 2 dragons.
2 dragons, yeah.
You know, 3 grubs. If we look at the gold here, Kai'Sa is up almost 1,000. They're actually down a little bit of gold in the mid lane matchup between Sho and Galio, which is a bit surprising.
Yeah, it was it was swapped originally though, so like they swapped back. So technically, like Aurora was against Galio, so she's still behind, but she did like after she died to Gragas, they swapped. So it's like more a collective 1,700 gold between top and mid, right? Like.
Very true. Biggest gold lead though coming from the top lane with Gragas.
Yeah. Gragas is playing this game great. Like, I think if you play every game like this in Beer League, like your team should very easily be like top 4, like consistently, if people are playing like good like this every game, right?
And I mean, in the power ranking, oh, we got a fight coming on.
So he's just running straight in. Has to flash out. Aurora hits a ginormous ulti on
Mike. Oh my god, Shogat actually just killed Kai'Sa.
Nico gonna go for the re-engage, gets a knock on 2, no damage coming out on the red side though. Blue just has nothing left, it looks like. Maybe slow fighting it, Varus can start to go, but he gets hooked. Graves on top of him, gonna do a little bit of damage, but actually not able to burst him, and fight's turning kind of back the other way. If Varus kites this, ooh, he gets killed though. Graves
2 kills though for red team, and I think they can just kite out the
yeah, they'll just kill
here.
Cho. Yeah, he has no bite, so...
Oh,
JK Galio walks back in and says...
Walks a little bit close, but...
Okay. Really messy fight, like, I don't know what did all the damage to blue. Maybe it was like early, it might have been Gragas ult, because Aurora ulted at the same time, but it looked like she did damage to her own team. It was a little bit crazy. Yeah, overall the fight there is like just the gold difference, because I think red loses this if it's even gold. Was pretty well played. I think the Jax face checking the bush blind and then having to flash out, pretty ambitious, not great, but decent played by both sides. I don't think anybody really could have done too much else. Like,
I really liked what the Cho'Gath did in that fight, flashing forward to silence the Kai'Sa and get enough damage down onto her where his bite just one-shots the Kai'Sa, because Kai'Sa did not get to do much of anything in that fight.
No,
and that's a big damage contributor for red team.
Yeah, no, red definitely was like, you could see the difference when Graves went to go kill Varus and he got both autos and the Q off and then didn't even come close to killing him, which is really scary because Graves doesn't kill anybody else on that team. So there's
Graves
a little bit of hope
being
for
at
blue.
3 items now though does make him a pretty decent size threat. Getting that.
Well, okay, Nightmare. Let's not get too crazy. It's two items and a Malmortius. Okay.
Okay.
Looking for an ulti.
Going in. Looking for the fight. Jack's going pretty deep.
Jack's deep as hell again, but kind of got left
probably
there.
Dead. Oh, flash forward from Nautilus to get the root onto Varus. Good
great barrel again.
Good barrel, yeah, from Gragas.
Yeah, Gragas is just like hitting the barrels that he needs to and making the plays when it actually matters for picking up kills. That's gonna be jungle AD down. They're gonna TP in, but I don't think there's enough damage to stop them here. This is the problem with the triple AP setup is when Varus and Jax are
you gotta
dead,
keep
which obviously
Cho'Gath out of this though. He does have bite.
Yeah,
they're gonna turn to fight this.
This is taking a lot of resources. This guy's tanky as fuck.
This guy's tanky.
Okay, Aurora ults to walk backwards.
Yeah, they just pulled him straight off of the Baron.
I don't even think they had, like, they had to get off for Chobite, but I don't think they had to, like, change the commitment this hard.
Yeah, I think.
I also
Yeah.
Aurora didn't ult anybody there. Again.
Did she have Aurora?
Yeah, she ulted backwards to, like, she ulted like the edge of them. I think it hit one person and then she like dashed out.
Oh, I did not see that. I just thought
Yeah,
that she didn't have Aurora.
that's because she fucking ulted and then just ran.
Yeah, not the way you want to be using Aurora ult typically.
Yeah, I feel like there's some uncomfortability with the Aurora, with how like the Gragas solo kill and like 2 of the ultis have just completely missed. Very like uncomfortable. Even the one bottom was like not used in the best way. So it's interesting. True. Champion is pretty strong, but it does have problems if you don't play it like quite correct, because a lot of her kit is like hitting 5 people with the ulti and like dashing around being a nuisance.
And not the easiest champion to play. Like
no,
Aurora
it's a pretty
some
tough champ. Yeah.
Pretty high skill cap.
I think a lot of it is just understanding like movement and like distraction, like almost like LeBlanc-esque, where you kind of just like want to be in position to do things, but like far enough that it's hard to kill you.
Jack's going in
going
onto
a bit
the
hard.
Gragas. Red team is
Get
here for
Aurora
spawn, though.
ulted. Nice flash to get away from it. Jax has Counter-Strike. Joe's gonna show up.
Oh,
the
the
Nico
Nico
presses-
ulti misses
Oh.
everybody, but the Aurora
She
ult
pressed
onto
Seekers
3.
instead of Proto. Okay,
Cho'Gath
better
is going to be
Aurora
kind
to
of hard
start.
to kill here, but they do kill the Aurora again. Jax goes in.
Yeah, I
Has
don't
to
think Blue
flash
has
out.
the damage to follow up here.
Kaisa going
Kaisa's in the back
very
line.
deep. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
Kaisa
think
gets killed here, and then maybe they can turn it, but... Oh, the Nico is so sad right now.
Yeah,
Pressing
that's
Seekers
so
instead
sad.
of Proto, it would have been a 3-person knockup, and she just whiffs it and then dies immediately. That's tough.
That is tough, but you know, as a Nico support player yourself, I'm sure you know it can
I don't know.
happen. It can happen.
I don't know if I've done that one, I'm not gonna lie. It's probably happened in a different way. Like sometimes you flash and then you try to input like flash Proto Zonias, and you just can't get them all off, but yeah. I bet what happened there was Seekers got finished and they prefer a certain key. So they put it on the key that Proto was on and then forgot. That's what I'm gonna say. If not, mistake, it happens. I don't think they win that fight anyways with it. It would have been a better knockup. Maybe they 2 for 2, but they don't have damage on blue side. Like the Varus is actually all the damage, and that's saying something because Varus is not fast damage. Like the Jax is living, but not really doing anything to people, and outside of Chobite, like they just don't have follow-up. Aurora's pretty weak right now. Nico damage is not high, but like it's also a Galio, a Nautilus, and a Gragas. Going in on
And we're fighting
Varus.
again. And
Yeah,
Cho'Gath
like,
just kills Nautilus, but
there's
what is
where's
killing
the
Nautilus
damage?
actually do in this fight?
Absolutely nothing. Graves gonna ulti, Cho looking. Gonna get a Gragas flash here. Jax might be able to stay on top of him. They used a couple of flashes. Nico, Cho, and Jax. Not a ton of damage.
Very true.
These are the fights that are really weird. Like here, I feel like Blue maybe wants to press for more, because if you can kill Kaisa, it's okay, but...
You still have
both
Galio
these-
ulti though on red side. I think you can
Yeah,
just run to
no,
the
that's
dragon
fair.
here.
Yeah,
But they are
both
looking
these
like they're
teams just
resetting.
have no damage. Like, they have damage, but it's like so reliant on like 1 or 2 people being alive. Like, all the AP champs in this don't do damage to like most of the team. It's a bit wild.
Starting the dragon.
That shit is.
Oh my God.
Oh, Galio. See, that's what you're supposed to do. Don't use your flash like that, because that's crazy. But like, do that for the Otacon. Why are we doing that for the?
I can respect that though. You know, this is your
yeah.
soul. There's a blast
Yeah,
cone
that's
over the
fine. It
wall.
is for soul,
You flash
too.
over that. You hit that.
That's a little ambitious, because you can get knocked by Cho or silence or some shit. But yeah, well, I'll respect it. I think they should just start Baron here. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what stops them? This is great bait play.
The only thing I can
Okay.
think of that stops them is Cho'Gath fight. And Cho'Gath
Yeah.
being super tanky, but
Oh, wait. Oh my god, another cast to knock for Jackson. This Gragas is playing great. MVP of the game. I don't even care if they lose. It's a great game. All top laners should watch this.
I think red side though is still gonna win the fight though. That's a lot of damage coming around from the Aurora though.
Yeah, Kaisa's out of mana. They actually are pretty low on mana here. Greg is still fairly healthy.
Graves is
I think
gonna
this
clean
is a
up here,
win.
though. Graves is gonna
Yeah,
E
this
in.
is fine for red. Yeah, big hook. Oh my god, the
Big
Varus Q
Aurora
almost
damage,
goes
but
free.
just not enough. If the Aurora, imagine if Aurora just had like one more needlessly large rod. I think
Wait,
she
was
actually...
that a? I thought that was Varus Q. Was that
Oh wait,
Aurora
maybe that
Q?
was Varus Q.
I think it was Varus Q
well-
with W proc. I think so.
I don't know. I'd have
Because
to look
Aurora
back
got
at the
hooked.
fight.
Aurora got hooked, so I don't
Yeah.
think it was her Q. I think it was Varus. Even still though, like, yeah, any more gold there, like, 3 people were under 300 HP. That was close.
There's been so much fighting going on in this game that I've been trying to ask you a question for like the
What's
past
up?
10 minutes because I saw someone post in the chat. What do you think about Jax building tabbies into this team? What's your opinion on that? Do you think that's okay, or do you think that's troll? There's a lot of CC
It's
on
fine.
red team. You think it's okay?
Yeah,
though,
so-
for the Graves and the Kai'Sa?
Yeah. We out here hating on Graves small when Jax has tabbies. Okay, so here's the thing is, like, I'm not gonna talk about boots often because, like, I think people just build boots and don't think about it most of the time, and, like, there's pretty bad boot options that people go with. Like, Graves built boots this game, already bad, like, playing Youmu's with his Maw. So, like, yeah, Jax tabbies is not great, but also, like, if you think about, like, what he's doing is, like, he's not playing, like, a bruisery Jax, he's kind of just running at people, so like mercs don't matter a ton because he's kind of just eating the CCs in Counter-Strike anyways, and like it only helps with, like, mercs help with the Galio taunt, which is the biggest one, which I think is fair, and like mercs is good, don't get me wrong, I think mercs is fine, but most of the damage from red is coming from Graves and Kai'Sa, which like tabbies are fine for, even though it is like Counter-Strike does block a lot of damage, but it makes like those two really unable to kill you. So I think it's fine.
Outside jungle.
Yeah, Nautilus almost dead again. No, you're good, you're good. Graves kind of looking like he wants it. Graves is level 18 now. He actually like has a ton of XP compared to before. Big ulti, Galio coming from the side. They have him pinched at low health. I think they should just slam mid prio here.
They have Baron buff,
Galio
so
can pick bot.
playing around the waves would probably be what you want to do as red team.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree that, like, I don't think tabbies is great here, but I also don't think with how he's playing that Mercs does that much, because he's kind of just eating CC and face checking brushes, and like, he's not trying to back up. Maw is way worse than tabbies over Mercs here, though. 100%. I will stand behind that. If you want to talk about it after, let me know. But Maw's a horrible item. It's been horrible for like multiple years. It's the lowest MR that you can get, like, out of all the MR options, and it gives you almost no AD, and it stops you from building stuff like Sterix. It's fucking horrible.
True, true.
Yeah, I'm like, tabbies is fine. The Jax is like not relevant in this game. This game is fully around like, does Varus kill everybody, and like, do they get a Chobite on either Graves or Kai'Sa? Mostly Kai'Sa. So, but I agree.
Regardless
It's
of the
like,
build, though, I think the Graves is tanking power here, down to half HP. And
yeah,
okay, he's out. I was gonna say maybe I caster cursed it, but 9-11 on the Graves, pretty good. Pretty
yeah, I don't know
good
when that
scoreline.
happened. I'm not gonna lie.
I
'Cause
think
he died like 3 times early.
Yeah, I think he got a little behind early with the camps and having a little bit of a funky clear, but other than that, I think in the fights, a lot of the focus has been on the Galio and the Kai'Sa, so the Graves has kind of just been able to play the second half of team fights like kind of at a distance and get some much needed kills for his character.
Yeah.
So even with the Maw, I feel like he is doing a really good job of, you know,
No, he's like,
finishing
he's
the team
fulfilling the
fights.
role now.
Yeah.
He's fulfilling the role now for sure. I think like you could have just not built the Maw and we'd be at the same point. Like, people in chat are saying the same thing, right? Like, why go a full Maw and T3 Swifties instead of just getting Mercs? Like,
true.
I think it's just like the itemization option is not great. Like, if you want to be effective on Graves, just don't build boots. Like, Korean Graves build has been around for multiple years, and it's good for a reason. Like, you don't build boots because you're going Youmu's first. Like, their whole team is running at you. You're gonna kill them. But yeah, it's like small itemization options, and I don't think like you ever want the Swifties necessarily here because they just don't have like. Their team is pretty heavy engage. Like, I don't know. It's just not being played the same, but I think they're all whatever.
No, understandable, understandable. Tried to get a pick onto Nico there initially.
Yeah.
Bragg is flash eating it onto
my-
the Jax. Jax gonna stop watch.
He has to use Zonya's wall counter-striking, so he should just die after.
And
He
flash.
actually gets to leap out.
Nico also
Nico gets
coming
a
in.
big re-engage.
This is
actually
kind of
winning
looking
for
not
blue.
that great for red though. Kai'Sa's
Yeah,
staying
Galio
alive.
comes in late. Big top.
Uh,
Graves is still alive in the back though. Level 18 is
Oh, yeah,
just
true.
absolutely.
I
Oh
think
my
he's-
god, just
yeah.
one-shotting people.
Triple
Yeah.
kill for the Graves. Could we see a quadra?
Hits the blast gun for the movement speed. It says heads up gaming. Varus is
Wait,
looking
this
for
might actually
maybe.
be a pentakill. Wait, go forward.
Oh my.
Go forward.
They're afraid of the Varus damage, maybe?
I don't know.
Two people in mid? I don't
Not
know.
sure what
Oh,
they're scared
Proto
of,
into
but-
the tower. Yeah, I don't know. I think Graves just has no other tools, and he is pretty squishy, so Varus can, like, get 3 autos in a queue. They are going to take pretty much their entire base. Kite's going to hit a W, doesn't have ulti yet, and Graves is going to maybe kill Varus? I don't know. Okay.
Gragas getting that one.
Choking,
A little
choking
hard to
clearly
kill
definitely-
someone hiding under the tower as Graves.
Yeah,
auto attacks work,
definitely
but-
awkward.
Oh my!
Boom! That's a big shot.
Pop the emote. Where's the emotes? There needs to be more
Pop the
emotes in this
emote.
game. Come on.
Absolutely outskilled. That is a large amount of gold going to Cho. I don't think it changes too much. It was a really good start of the fight for blue, but the Galio ult coming in and then Graves getting the flank after chasing Jax off was just too much.
I think, though, that if you're blue side, the game is in such a desperate state that you might just have to force Elder here. That
you
might be
just
the
have to-
move.
yeah.
You might just have to...
If they wait too long, though, Baron's up, and then no matter what the trade is, I think it's just lost. So yeah, they have to go for a steal for sure.
Graves being dead, though, is a big source
We're
of
gonna pick-
damage.
Oh.
Hook onto the Aurora.
Okay, they actually don't follow it up because they don't have enough damage there yet.
Oh, we got a pause.
And there's a pause.
The jungle
Okay,
DC'd.
nice.
Oh my god. He gets flash, Cho'Gath Ard, and then just leaves the game. That's respectable. It looks like we're getting back into it soon, though.
Full mock USS and T3 Swifties.
Jax is in base. I did not realize that. Why is Jax in base?
Yeah, he just respawned. Just respawned.
Oh,
I
he
think.
just
Or
respawned.
recalled
Oh,
from top
I thought
side.
Varus
Something
was
like
dead.
that. I think.
What?
No, Jax was dead too. It was Cho and Varus alive. Yeah, he just respawned.
Wait, then why
Remember,
is Varus
it was Cho
in
and
base?
Varus because they were getting because Varus took forever to fucking recall.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that makes
No,
it
he
a little
definitely
hard
did just respawn.
to force this Elder if we have two people on blue side in base. Oh no.
Yeah. True. What is? Oh no, we got the bug
Oh,
where
no.
it like. Oh no, you're gonna have to re-spectate probably. It's just gonna end it. It's not gonna give you like further. It's not actually like a pause. It just cuts the thing when they pause it. You're gonna have to like if you leave quick and then re-spectate, you might be able to catch the end if it's close.
Okay, we're gonna
Wait it out.
try.
It goes away. Oh no.
Okay, they're still in game.
Go, go,
They're
go.
Still in game.
Yeah.
We're gonna get
okay.
in.
I feel like at least the last time that I had that bug, it didn't go away, but maybe it just goes like away at some point. I don't know. It's weird. What else? What's been said in chat? Rumors have been circulating that I have officially retired from Beer League. I don't know if it's official. I just can't play with the people that I want to play with because the salary cap is kind of rough. So
All right,
That's
I
the
think
way
we
after
did
the
miss
game
much
ends,
though
nice.
here. I don't think we missed
yeah,
much.
no, we're back. We're so back.
I bet.
Looks like they're going to be trading. Jax just getting here now. They're fighting a little bit early for a steal. Gragas going to use Cask early, so they won't have that tool, but did do a little bit of damage. Varus is actually clearing base. I wonder if that was like intentional, but they have double TP. Cho needs to recall and insta TP back, and then they should just like... Red should start this here, and Blue should just go for steal. Yeah, Cho looking for the recall. Why is Varus recalling?
Oh my god,
'cause they're,
Gragas is TPing!
again.
Gragas is TPing into the base!
I mean,
gonna end
they
the game!
just like, yeah. I feel like it's just doomed. He killed both towers. Jax can get a steal here, but it doesn't.
Oh,
Just
no.
pull it.
No,
Wait, can
no,
they win
no.
this fight too?
They
No
won
way
this
they win this
fight.
fight.
No,
they
no,
don't.
wait, no, they're not gonna win the fight.
Wait,
are they?
Cho's on backside. Cho's on
Wait a
backside with bite.
Wait,
Wait,
what
Nico's
do you
here. Varus isn't here though, so
No,
it's tough.
he messed
Silence?
up. He messed up the
Nico
chomp.
pop!
He didn't
Oh
get the
my
chomp
God.
onto the Kaisa.
Bro, they actually could have killed everybody there. That's crazy.
Oh, but Gragas is here now.
Yeah, no, now it's doomed. Now it's doomed.
Now it's a little too.
They like need if they got those 2 picks, they actually still have to play a really hard game, and it probably goes like 50 minutes. But they were close.
I saw a tragedy
I do-
forming for red side right there, but
Yeah,
they
I
survived
don't know
it.
why did the double TPs not stay to clear base and push the lanes out and then TP in? Like, why is Varus your only person that does damage clearing base? For
I
a bit?
think they just got super panicked when Gragas went.
Yeah, no,
to...
they did.
Which
But they
I mean,
spent so
stuff
much
is
time.
happening
Like,
really
Varus,
fast when you're in the game, so
yeah, Varus is just like in base for so long. Like even after the Jax respawns, like Varus is still out of the base after him. So I'm wondering what was going on there.
red side though,
Yeah, I mean-
surviving disaster, missing the smite on the Elder, but getting the Baron.
Yeah.
0 structures up for blue team. They are at the brink of the brink.
Yeah, down 10k gold. They have the Elder, but the Elder's gonna wear off much before Baron, and then you just have double supers flooding into base. So it's gonna be a tough one, but yeah, it is a bit crazy that Jax is just stealing these constantly, and that is the one thing that Graves needs to do better in this game. Like, you're 13-3-13, you just gotta press the smite button, and your team has to peel a little bit more, but like, a couple of these are just, you have Graves auto Q damage, so like, you have a pretty decent amount of burst. Jax isn't even like hitting it, he's just jumping in and smiting, so maybe some vision prep, some other things. Cho still has Elder, could maybe kill the Graves here. I think they should be pushing for this. I think they should just let Cho go on a fucking wild journey to try to kill Graves and then take the 4v4.
Cho'Gath
They need to
is
fight with
having a
Elder.
bit of a game though. 8-3 and 4.
Yeah. No, he's playing great.
That was a little bit of an early fuck off. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's gonna die here. But
So they are gonna trade 1-for-1. It's just too much with the
Yeah,
Baron
it's
minions.
too
Like
much.
they have to fight with Elder, but they need to kill them so fast, and like they could just be hitting Nexus here. They're gonna farm some kills up for the KDA stats. Greg is gonna get a double knock, and we're just gonna go into a game 3.
Game 3, let's go.
It's a nice, refreshing turnaround from Red. Obviously, a couple of smite steals that kept Blue like a little bit in it, but still a 10k gold lead. And yeah, great game by Gragas. Definitely MVP for that one. Even if people don't give it out, I'll give it out.
Graves
Can't
doing
stop
a
me.
ton of damage in that game. Props to him. Despite building Maw, still doing the most damage in the game. Having
True.
a pop-off performance, 15 and 3. You know,
Yeah.
harping
No, I
on his
think-
build, but you know he did do his job at the end of the day, and he was doing damage. But Deathless on Gragas, 8-0 and 13. You can't have a much better
Yeah.
game than that.
No, that game was 100% top carry. Like the scoreline looks great for most of the team, but like Gragas was making almost all those plays happen. A ton of great casts, also pulling a ton of pressure up in the top lane, getting a solo kill, and just being a big rock for the team. Also like responding to TP plays and stuff. Overall good play. And again, like the Graves played fine that game and like definitely like caught up in the later game. I just think the Moss slowed down the ramping. Like that one fight where he gets a Q ulti like double auto on Varus and the Varus just like looks at him was a little bit scary. But after that, nobody was looking at him. They were just looking at the gun and he was putting them down. So little bit crazy.
Very true. But now we get that pivotal Game 3 Fearless Draft. Let's see if I can pop it up here real quick. Okay, they have not started, which is good. Switch up the draft here. Looking good.
Do they switch sides?
They did. We Touch Feet is their name. They chose Red Side. That name is
Wait,
interesting.
isn't Blue... doesn't JAT get side select because they lost?
No, JAT won that game, so
Wait,
WTF
Oh.
chose Red Side.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, did they swap last game?
No, they did not swap.
Wait, but Red Side just won.
Yeah, and JAT was Red Side last game. So
What?
yeah, so
I thought they didn't swap after game 1.
They didn't. So WTF was Blue game 1 and game 2, and now they swap to Red Side for this game 3. If that makes sense.
Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting maneuver. Maybe they want that pivotal R5 pick on Red Side.
Yeah.
Get counter pick in a lane. But we shall see. I'm happy this is going to 3 games. Pretty exciting. Big turnaround.
Wait, am I
for-
losing my mind? Hold on, I'm
I think
actually
you might be
gonna check.
losing your
Didn't Blue win first? Like, didn't
Yeah.
Blue side win first game?
Blue side won first game. That is correct.
Who was on Blue first time?
Blue team was WTF game 1, and they won. And Gin and Tonic chose to stay on Red Side, even though they lost game 1 on Red Side.
Okay. What? The
And
fuck?
it's loser chooses side. So
Yeah.
since-
Okay.
yeah. Since
Okay.
WTF lost game 2, they decided.
Something's making sense.
Okay,
It's
good.
not. It's not any of the words, but we're in game 3. Here we
We're
go.
in game 3, and we're gonna get
I
into
thought
draft very
WTF
soon.
lost and was red, and then picked red again, and I was like, how does this even work? It's like the math is not mathing,
The
but
math
we're
is-
chilling. Okay.
True.
Okay, so we have a decent amount of, I would say, the easier side of champions out now. So
Yes.
what are we about to see?
I would
'Cause
like to
we're-
see a Xin Zhao coming up from one of
Okay.
the junglers. I feel like that's a very good champion right now. Probably the best jungler remaining, unless someone plays Pantheon, but I don't know if there are many Pantheon players in Beer League right now. So I think
Yeah.
Xin Zhao would be a good B1 for Blue Side if they wanted to take it. But every game so far, the first 2 picks from each team have been ADC, so it's probably going to stay that way if that is the
Yeah.
philosophy of both teams.
Yeah.
We're
Do
waiting.
we see a Smolder come out here?
I think so. I think so,
I'm
actually.
getting Smolder vibe.
I
yeah.
do think so.
I'm curious as to if J4 is going to get picked too, which means it's probably J4 with a Smolder if those both get picked. But
Oh, wait, yeah, J4 is up as well.
yeah, J4 is still up. Like, I would be really surprised if Jinzhao or J4 doesn't get picked here, because, like, what else are they playing then?
True.
Right?
True. J4 Xin Zhao are probably the 2 best junglers still up right
Surely nobody plays Kiana in this elo, right? Jungle?
now. I do not play Kiana, and
Put a 1 in the
Yeah.
chat if you're a Kiana jungle player right now.
I do
Also
not
put
know
your
if
rank.
there are any Beer League Kiana players, but if
yeah,
there
put
are,
your rank if you play it. I want to know. And it has to be, like, more than 1 game. Like, if you're, like, if you would pick it in a comp game.
As a jungler, I would not pick it personally. So
I played it the other day in a flex game, I think, and I haven't played Kiana Jungle recently that much, but I used to play it a decent amount, and it felt good. I think it's still really tough to play, though, because you, like, lose to almost every jungle matchup in a 1v1 until 2 items. Which
Yeah.
is weird.
I understand that champion's really good right now in the jungle. I understand that it's picked in pro play. I understand that it's one of the top solo queue jungle picks right now, but I just am not very good at it, so I don't want
Yeah.
to.
It's
Pick
similar
it.
to, like, Zed Jungle, where, like, you just do certain things really well, and the rest is, like, you have to be really active at, like, the things you do well, because the rest of it, you don't really do anything. And, like, your objective take and stuff isn't great. Your grubs clear is okay, actually, but
True.
yeah.
Something I like to
Yeah.
do as a jungler, when I just have some free time, and being at the elo that we are, when we try and get into a normal game or a flex game, the queue times are like 30-40 minutes.
That's
So it's a little
crazy.
hard to get into a game, but something I like to do when I don't want to wait 30 minutes to get into a game is I'll go into practice tool and I'll just run a bunch of clears on a bunch of different junglers.
Oh, yeah.
And I was running some clears on Zed, and oh my gosh, that dude clears so fast.
Oh, yeah.
His
The
passive, when those
50%
camps
single
get-
target damage?
Yeah, when they get under 50% health, he actually 2-shots everything.
Yeah, at, like, level 2.
At level
it's like,
2.
oh, yeah, I
it's
just stabbed that thing for
crazy.
400 health. Yeah, no, it's insane.
It is
He's,
insane how fast Zed clears.
Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy. It's like how old, like, Morg, Fiddle, like, those type of clears, where, like, you're only hitting the camp, like, for 3 seconds, and then it's just dying. Or, like, Zyra.
True.
Yeah, bit crazy.
But we are getting into
does-
draft.
He does so much execute damage, too, for, like, objectives. Alright.
True.
Is
Into
it
draft.
ADC V1?
Lee
Maybe
Sin
not, because
Trendemir,
it's-
first 2 bans.
Ooh. Teams did get swapped, right? So, like, they probably won't B1 AD.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
I
that's
guess they were
true.
R1ing AD as well, but it was in, like, response more.
WTF was the team that was B1ing the ADC,
Yeah.
so it could have just been a response pick from Jin and Tonic.
Yeah.
But like I said, I would like to see a Xin Zhao or a Jarvan first pick for Jin and Tonic, whichever their jungler likes
Yeah.
to play more. From these past two games, though, something I've noticed about Jin and Tonic's jungler is they seem to like to play a bit more of the hyper carry junglers in the Nocturne
Yeah.
and the Graves. And while Xin is a little bit like that, I feel like they're more of a team jungle pick in the Xin and the
Yeah.
Jarvan, so we might see something different from them. They may not do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else fits that. Ezreal.
Ezreal first pick.
First pick
How do you feel
Ezreal,
about that?
bro.
How do you feel about that?
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. Okay. I mean, at this point, like, I don't know. Like, literally, Yunara's. Yeah, like, okay, GG, wrap it up. That's
Yunara,
crazy.
Renata.
Okay, Renata Insta Slam is horrible. A, it's Ezreal. B, like, what? Lulu's up? Wait, Lulu's up? Melio's up? And you're just gonna slam Renata blind? Like, pick a junk. Like, pick Yunara Jinzhao and just, like, call this series over. Like, what?
Yeah, I like the Yunara
It's so
pick.
crazy.
The Renata pick, I'll have to see what blue side picks into it to tell you if I like it or not.
They literally can't even pick. It's, oh my god.
Ezreal?
There's
no.
just no prio. What are we picking? What are we picking? Like, Yunara pick is great. Red side is just like, it's almost like an insta win to just like get Yunara red side with like every option open, and then we just like slam Renata blind. Like, oh my.
I think we're picking.
No, stop. Do not pick Ezreal Melio right now. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, you're gonna have to cast this one alone. I'm out of here. This is crazy. What is this? These are horrible synergies. These are horrible. You're playing a range extender with a champion that's skill shot. Like, please, please, I beg. Also, like, you could have just taken Yunara Melio and then, like, but this is probably better for red because they picked zero synergy. Horrible. Like, oh my.
One of our chatters
Are we
said
also
that it
playing
could be
Melio to
Ezreal
counter the
jungle.
Renata? Is that the idea here? Oh
Could
my
be.
god. And then
Could be just a straight up Melio counter for the
Why?
Renata.
why are we picking Annie and Demel? it's a lie. It's a fucking point and click that has a stun. She like just Okay.
You never know what these teams are cooking. It could
Yeah,
be.
this is how not to draft. Everybody watching, don't do this.
What would you say? Who would you say has the better draft though? Off the first. Three
Still
picks?
red because literally Ezreal Melio's illegal, but like it's just crazy that like I don't know. Renata does nothing. Annie gets reflected by Mel most of the time if she's like playing Annie for W stun. Like Mel should have reaction time. You can never Q stun the Mel. You have
Even if you get a stun though, from the like, even if the Andy gets a stun onto somebody, if it's not Melio, Melio can just alt cleanse it, and they're fine.
yeah. I mean, I think that's why they picked Melio's for the Renata, but like you just don't need that. Like you don't need it. Just yeah.
I like. So if you take away the Ez first pick, right? Take away the Ez. Pretend the Ez isn't there. You have Mel Melio into Yunara, Renata, Annie. I feel like that's pretty good for blue. Those
Yeah.
are pretty good picks.
Yeah, except they have an Ezreal and they B1'd it.
True.
And also like okay, if they don't pick Jinzhao or Jarvan and we're not banning like what is happening? Why are we banning like Darius for a team that has no engage, no any like let them pick Darius into Renata. That's a free win. That's a free win. Like the Olaf ban from blue side is what you would play into red right now. They have Renata and Annie and we're banning Pantheon Olaf? Like what? To pick Volibear?
Volley Bear. Okay.
Like,
So
okay.
we're running at him. That's what we're doing. We're gonna run
Yeah,
at
we're
him.
running at Ezreal Mel. Okay, interesting. No hard engage, and we're playing a disengage champion. So okay,
Oh, we're
That's
switching up. Vi.
better.
Yeah, Vi is better. I like Vibe more.
that's better against the Ezreal and the Mel, and
Lock it in.
the Melio. Yeah,
Lock it in.
if they
Let's
pick
go.
Volibear there, I think they actually lose the game just because their team like does nothing but run in a straight line.
True.
It's
Vi-
still scary
Vi
because
saves them a
Mel,
bit.
but yeah, it does.
The thing that's saving me for red side right now is the fact that they have Yunara. That champion is actually
Yeah, no, that's
Giga
the only
god
thing.
tier.
Yeah. Why is Jinja not being picked for either of these teams?
I
though?
don't
Like,
know. I feel like
it's
that
just like
champion is
it's triple
so
range
broken.
both sides, and they're like, what if we didn't play the strongest anti-range champ?
Don't pick
We're
Trundle.
picking
Don't do it. They don't have it.
Stop.
No.
We picked Trundle into a Renata Annie and a Yunara. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my
okay. No, it's
God.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. They're cooking. They're cooking. They're gonna no. Vi's gonna ult in. They're gonna Trundle ult the Vi, and they're just gonna one shot her. That's
Yeah, wait, okay, also, Nora said Sivir Melio into red looks crazy, which I agree with. I mean, anything over the Ezreal, and like, Sivir Melio is like, not the best synergy with the range extension, but as far as like living, it's really good. Gwen is like the actual only good pick on this team in response. It's great. Fucks over the Annie pretty hard. We're gonna pick Mordekaiser here. Is interesting. I'm pretty sure Mord loses to Gwen like 100% of the time. She can W her ulti if she reacts really fast. Like, yeah, what is going on?
Mordekaiser. Probably good just like to take out one person on Gin and Tonic. You know, I don't mind.
They have so many ways to dodge it though.
That's true.
Like, they have two people that can just dodge it, and Trundle beats you in the realm with ulti.
Do you remember we were playing a flex game, I think, a while back, and I think we had Mel on our team and the other team had Mordekaiser, and I was like, if Mordekaiser ults Mel when she has her reflection up, does she just point at Mordekaiser and put Mordekaiser in the realm? Like the other way around? That'd be crazy.
Oh wait, no, it just actually goes through, right? Is what
it just goes through.
Game? It does go through. Okay. So I mean, I guess they can only negate it with like Gwen W, but
that would actually be crazy though if Mel had a soul animation simply just to point when Mordekaiser ults her.
Bow. Yeah. This draft is unhinged. I think blue is like, I hope they're playing comfort, but most of these champions are like not comfortable champions to play on, so we're gonna see.
It's hard for me to pick against a team that has Yunara on it in most cases, but
with Engage too.
Yeah, I think the Mel Melio plus the Gwen gives me a lot of hope for the blue side. Oh, can I move down? Oh, sorry. My bad. My bad. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm trolling the teams.
Trolled. Yeah, it is a little bit wild that, like, I don't know. This honestly, I'd say red just wins if they picked Yunara, or sorry, if they picked Melio, or if they picked like anything that goes with Yunara, but Renata does nothing to this team, like, at all. Like, you don't hit Mel. I don't know how the Renata Mel interaction works. Like, if she can reflect the Renata ult, that's crazy. Really bad, because it's super easy to do, but I'm not sure about that interaction, but she like doesn't get hit by it, at least, I'm assuming. Gwen doesn't get hit by it. Melio has cleanse, like Renata, and on top of it, like the only person that Renata ulting would do anything for is if she hits Trundle, which he's melee, so it doesn't fucking matter against when they have 3 range. Like, yeah, this draft is really tough for certain characters. Like, Vi Annie, really great. Easy to like one-shot the Melio, easy to one-shot like the Trundle. They have a really tough time killing solo laners. Mordekaiser has a tough time fighting Gwen at almost all stages of the game, I think. Yunara is significantly better than Ezreal, which is great, but like both of their supports are horrible. So Renata still probably wins because W is OP if you use it right. Nobody does that though. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting game.
The MVP, in your opinion, of last game for Gin and Tonic, the Gragas, is the one on the Gwen this game. So you have a lot of faith in this Gwen being able to 1v9 this game, even with the Ezreal Melio bot lane.
I think the Gragas was played well. I'm trying to think. What did they play the first game? Or was it they played Ornn, right?
Yeah, they played Ornn into I forget what they
played Ornn into Singed, but like their Ornn ults the first game were pretty rough. So like this is where the consistency of a good top laner
side was actually just horrendous.
Bad. Yeah. Wait, no, they didn't change sides, so they would have been blue. So they played Singed. No.
No.
Oh, it's just flipped on the. Okay, never mind. It just does it by team, not by side. Okay. Yeah, I think like their team comp was bad, but still like the decision making for the Ornn ultis was weird. Like this is where the consistency comes in. If they play Gwen like the Ornn, they lose. If they play Gwen like the Gragas, they probably win, and mostly because like Gwen can kill every person on this team, even like 2 people at certain points, because the only threats are realistically ranged or getting Vi ulted, which
Mhm.
like Gwen will just kill Vi. Like we've seen it a ton. If anybody else has been watching LCK, is like Gwen has been like actively 2v1ing people like pretty often when people play her well. She's super strong. Like almost always she's getting handshook traded with like Rumble, and the Rumble just kind of ignores her and then team fights and like can have some early pressure to try to get a gold lead. But like Mordekaiser doesn't really do that. He maybe can get Rylai's and beat her up, but like at one item I think they're about even, and like the Gwen can outplay. So yeah, it's pretty tough.
True.
I'm
True.
mostly curious as to which bot lane takes a really bad situation that they put themselves in and wins it. Because that's the other part. Like, I think jungle's fairly even. Both can do some things. Trundle can do some stuff. It's like pretty immobile champions. Almost nobody except for Vi can get over the pillar until Yunara's an ult, which Trundle should have no problem ganking every lane. But like mid lane is also pretty even, but like Annie doesn't ever get to kill Mel most likely. But like bot lane is a like, can Ezreal harass you enough to force mistakes, or can Yunara Renata just like force the 2v2s early enough that they get ahead?
That
Because
is the
the
one
attack
thing.
speed and
Yeah,
movement speed is good.
that is
Like
the
Renata
one.
does have a steroid.
That is the one thing I'll say about the Ezreal Melio is that it is kind of a lane where you should be able to just not die as Ezreal
Yeah,
Melio. Like you should
yeah,
never
you
be in a position where you're close enough to Yunara Renata to where you can get like yoinked by Renara or not Renara. You can get yoinked by Renata and Yunara can just like spam autos on you unless you're eing forward as Ezreal at like very bad times. I feel like you can just do nothing, which is kind of what Melio
yeah.
Ezreal does in my mind. Is
The
nothing.
only the only issue with doing nothing is like Yunara is a pretty fucking strong champion in the mid game. So like if you go even with her, even if the Renata ulti doesn't hit, like just having a Yunara with like the potential W reset, she probably outdamages Ezreal pretty heavily, especially with double engaged champs where you can't really like get on her, and Renata can still like peel.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true. The other
yeah,
way you
I
could play
think
this,
they.
yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. I think that like I think Ezreal Melio can get like a CS lead, and like, but what we've seen is that uh red side like now right has been farming better because both the last two games blue side was farming better, which was JT, correct?
Uh, WTF has been the better farming team
Okay, I don't know what the
of the
fuck's
two.
going on with these team names anymore. There is so many different things happening
The team with
over like
Yunara has
yeah.
typically been
Okay,
CSing
so
better.
yeah, which means like yeah, okay, so which means that most likely the Ezreal team is like not gonna go up and farm if they've been getting out farmed anyways, so we'll have to see because that's like really the only way. Like they're never killing them unless they get poke or like a Trundle gank, which the Trundle ganks have been like the vibes for that team have not been gank bot lane. It's been a lot of like catch top out, maybe do something weird like that. Like yeah.
True.
We'll see though. A lot of options. I think this game is probably the most heavy prio on like gank mid, gank top. I think
Mm-hmm.
bot lane can get punished by the Trundle. I think Vi should never go bottom. I think
Yeah. Unless
yeah,
they're like super far pushed up and you have level 6 on Vi and someone doesn't have a flash, I would
yeah,
probably be looking towards the top lane because that seems like a pretty
yeah. You
scrappy
need.
scrappy top lane. Or I would be looking mid to
Well,
maybe
here's the
try
other
and
thing too.
yeah.
You have to play the top side because if you give a Gwen Trundle team grubs, you're not like you're gonna lose every tower
That is true.
like
If you give
instantly.
up
So I
grubs to
think
that team and they're able to hit towers, then yeah, they're gonna be
yeah,
gone in the blink of an eye.
there's just no way to stop them from hitting towers either. Like Vi can't fight Trundle at almost any point in the game, right? Like maybe you two item spike if you're ahead. But like
If
if
you
you're
get
even, Trundle wins, right?
yeah, if you get far enough
Yeah,
ahead on the curve, but the Trundle ulti actually just makes it so hard to ever
yeah,
fight Trundle 1v1. It's why he's such a good pick into stuff like Talon or a lot of these assassin heavy junglers is when they go in they just die to Trundle typically.
yeah. So it's kind of tough to stop, like, even if Trundle doesn't kill you, he still just like ults you, makes you go back to base, and then takes your tower in that time if he has grubs. Same with, like, Gwen is the same, where like maybe Mordekaiser can live to Gwen, but he's never like safe enough to just stop her from pushing outside of like maybe pre-level 6 pre-1 item, like something. And leads can happen, but yeah, I think if red side doesn't get a significant lead in some lane, and honestly I don't even think it matters if it's in mid. I think it's like if top bot or jungle is not like 1 to 2,000 gold ahead, then I think they just have a way too hard of a time like stopping the push.
True.
But I don't know. The bot lane is just so ugly. We're just not gonna look at bot lane at all. Emotional support bot lanes.
Alright, I'm gonna let you take over for a second. I will be right back.
Okay, can you swap the frames before you leave?
Yes, it should be swapped now to the in-game overlay. Is that what you're looking for, or are you
No,
looking...
swap like the player frame. So like Melio is in jungle slot. Like,
I
can you
see,
move
I
the,
see.
Yeah,
I see
just
what
move
you're
the characters quick.
Okay. I got
Yeah. Yeah.
There we
Put some ones in the chat if you think blue's winning. Twos in the chat if red is winning. You can give an explanation. Nightmare's gonna leave me, so I'll answer some chat questions while he's gone for a second. Also, like, maybe this is normal, some of these matchups, but I have not seen these combos. So if you have thoughts on the bot lane at all, or if you think we should just ignore them, let me know. Let me know the thoughts. Seems like people are pretty confident in the Gwen, though, which is very fair.
Minions have spawned.
Oh, also, if you know how the Renata Mel interaction goes, let me know about that too, because I feel like it should reflect, but I don't know if it reflects the whole thing or just a section. Weird bot lanes, agreed. Yeah, Yunara Renata is fine. I've played it maybe 1 or 2 times. It does pretty poorly into higher range like this because these are really bad Renata options, but I do think that I think the lane is fine itself. I just think Renata has 0 targets this game to like be impactful with, which feels bad. Pretty sure it does reflect the same thing. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but I thought there was maybe like a weird interaction. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be tough for Renata to get ulti. Like Renata actually might just not put a skill point into R this game if like, not like literally, but you could, because Mel can reflect, Gwen obviously has W, Melio cleanse. Like it's good to force those things, but there's just only 1 target. Welcome back.
What have I missed so far? Anything exciting happen?
We talked about the Mel Renata interaction, which we think it reflects the whole thing. Some good trades in mid lane going down. And then just like that the Yunara Renata lane is like pretty fine. It's just like Renata's bad into this team. Good trades. And a lot of these lanes actually going pretty even.
Trundle going for a cheeky level 3 gank here after clearing his full bot side.
Yeah. I like it. Should get some sums here for sure. Yep. Nice.
Getting the flash out of Yunara.
Yep.
Not bad.
Honestly,
not bad.
don't even know if they needed the flash.
Though?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, wait, it's first blood.
Hello? That's crazy that they die there. Yunara trading back a little bit. This is good that she's getting chunks, but how did the Renata die?
I think Renata just tried to stand there and fight them next to the tower or something, and just took way too much damage from Ezreal and Melio.
Yeah, doesn't flash, doesn't pop a pot. They also took Ignite on Melio, which is crazy. Like, okay.
That's why you do it. That's why you take the Ignite right there. Because your Trundle's going to gank level 3, and Renata's going to fight you right next to her tower and die. That's why. Yeah,
I mean, that is a reason to take Ignite. If you're playing someone who's not going to flash and not going to pop a pot when they're, like, in an all-in scenario, that is pretty good.
Vi, I'm going to move the camera over here. Vi looking to take the...
Yeah. Wait, they're the same level though.
They are the same level. Trundle
Wait, but doesn't have smite either.
Yeah, I don't know where.
Wait, he smited that so slow, and he doesn't know that. Okay. My God, people, press the Q and the smite at the same time.
They do have Cryo up and top for red side, so Vi is able to just walk in here and take the Gromp. Little interesting watching.
Why did Trundle not fight her? What is going on?
I think because the Gwen had a big wave, but they might fight right now.
Maybe.
Vi is level 4.
Trundle just wins this, right? He has PTA against
yeah.
Kong.
Even down a level.
The level, yeah, the level he doesn't,
doesn't
matter.
really
He doesn't
matter.
have flash, so it's fine. But like,
Oh,
oh, Pillar cancels the Q, gets her flash, gonna walk
Trundle
into
doesn't have
Mordekaiser.
flash though, so
He's
I think he's
backwards.
out.
I feel like more just ease forwards. Like Trundle has no flash, you just kill with Annie. Annie can flash over into Pit even. Would have liked to see them try to capitalize on that. Yeah.
Trundle being
that
to
is
outfight
insane.
the Vi though is pretty standard, I would say.
Yeah.
Even
No,
down
for
a
sure.
level.
That's like why I think this Trundle pick is fine. I'm not a huge fan of like not having a great ulti target, but it is. I think red side didn't really pick anything to match that well. So
True.
it's interesting. I don't know. Yeah, this bot lane not using flashes, like talking about it and like people in chat saying like odd ignite too. Like it's really weird to have a summoner up in bot lane every game so far for one of the teams, and they just don't press it. Like, dying level 2 is not allowed when you have 3 summoners up still, or like 2 summoners. Like, you just can't do that. Especially when the gank was like not even close. Like, they were almost back to tower. Like, they could have just walked out. Renata just like missed her Q, didn't aim it at Trundle, he didn't flash, and then dies. Like,
That
and
is a
dies
gank
to the
that's sole
Trundle
purpose
flash.
is to get one flash off of the Trundle pillar, and then that's it.
Yeah,
So dying
and on
there
top
is
of that, like, he gets a kill, and if Renata flashes, she can just flash grab him under tower, and it's probably a kill for them. Like, there's just not... You have to, like, do something.
And maybe that's what they were thinking. Maybe it just
Maybe.
maybe it just
through.
didn't happen the way that Renata was thinking. Like something went wrong under the tower. Maybe some cooldowns, a little longer than thought. Maybe not as much damage was expected from the Ezreal Melio.
I want to point out that this player also is taking Guardian again on Renata over, like, no spellbooks this entire series, which is really weird. Like,
Yeah, they are nerfing Spellbook next patch, specifically
Yeah.
because it's taken on like almost every support.
yeah, especially in these matchups too. Like, Melio not taking heal is crazy, but also, like, you're taking no spellbook on Renata into a team that has 2 melees that, like, you really don't outdamage. Like, Exhaust would be great for that. Also, the ability to be on the map more, which has seemed like pretty important in these previous 2 games with TP, is big too. And yeah, no utilization there. Guardian also sucks, like, in general.
Hey, it did
I'll
save the
just
Braum.
put it up there. It did.
I think that was game. Was that game 1? Is that the Braum?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
The Guardian is, and they still lost that game. Anyways, the Guardian is like better than most other keystones at level. Well, it's better than Spellbook level 1 to 6 when you can't take a second Spellbook spell because there's no impact. But like, the shield is so bad and it procs like so inconsistently. It's just really tough to use. So.
Having a
what do we got
TP
going
on.
on?
Yeah. Some trading in top. Both top laners pretty healthy right now. I think they both got a reset off. Mordekaiser
Mordekaiser
going
Ignite.
for the... Oh yeah, he does Ignite. He doesn't even have Flash. That is interesting.
Yeah, Gwen also running, like, obviously running no flash with the Ghost, but
Grub spawning in
Yeah.
5 seconds here. Both junglers are on the top side of the map. Trundle is getting top scuttle. Might just
check?
insta start the grubs here. Kind of looks like
yeah,
it.
can you check gold quick?
Yeah, I can check.
Okay. Yunara has 1600 and has no mana. Why is she not recalling?
Maybe they are thinking that Ezreal's down here by himself, and they don't want to lead like
True.
that. Good pillar to stop the Vi Q from going off. Flash from the Melio.
Else here.
Both by the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser should be able to
no.
win that, but we got 4 blue side players in the grub pit right now.
Yeah, Gwen gonna chop him up. Goes on top of the Annie. No more mana, otherwise this is probably another dead player as well on top of the Mord. Red did the same thing that happened in the Jax game earlier. Maybe it wasn't the same jungler, but with the Scuttle Crab, where Vi takes 90% of her HP bar while she's just hitting the grub to smite the grub. And then they get 1, and she dies.
Oh,
Oh,
my!
and that's
And
gonna
that's
be
why
a
you don't
nice catch.
Q stun Amel when she has Reflect Up. That's
And
why you
that's
don't do
why
that.
you don't play Annie into Mel.
That's an interesting
Yeah,
pillar.
some of these matchups are just crazy because it is like that's exactly the one reason that you don't play this matchup, right? And like same thing, we saw the Trundle do it, we saw the Mel do it, we like technically saw the bot lane like has been doing it where Ezreal's up 12 CS even though they're playing a terrible matchup because Renata just cannot touch him ever. Like they're kind of showing like exactly why these matchups are bad. Yeah, not great. Like it's a 3k gold lead at almost at 9 minutes. Like
Yeah.
this is substantial.
The majority
Wait,
of that
two
gold
rows.
lead is on the Mel in the mid lane with the 3 kills, it looks like. So
Two grubs and a dragon to point out as well. So like they're not even trading anything really for this lead. It's just complete winning.
And once again, Jin and Tonic are only one objective away from having feats at 10 minutes. They got feats last game pretty handily. And it looks like they're going to get it again. Vi is down here on the bot side. Vi ult is coming up very soon. Mel does, or not Mel. Melio has no flash. Might have to use the Vi ulti here though. But not quite up yet. Not quite up.
Why did the Yanara beam look like it shifted sideways? Like after she Ezreal Eing in. Could get caught here. Vi has ulti. They're gonna
Yunara's going to stack up the passive here. Flashing forward.
She flashes forward on top of the Mel. Oh, but they're
Oh, the
actually doing
bailout!
enough damage. She's gonna get the res.
Okay.
That is the reason that the combo works. Obviously,
True.
you see the like res from the Renata, but the ulti just hit Ezreal and basically did nothing. He got like CC'd for a second, but doesn't really like change too much of that fight. The W, however, does keep Yunara alive, and they catch back up like 1,500 gold, and they're gonna take a dragon. So, well, maybe.
So this is actually really cool though, because
part.
from Champ Select we talked about which specific characters have a really big advantage in this draft, and we've seen
Yep.
both sides that we said are really good excel in this game. On the top side, we saw the Mel and the Trundle do really well into the Vi and the Annie, and then on the bot side, we just saw the Yunara do really well into the Ezreal Melio, because the Ezreal Melio can't really do anything against this team.
Yeah, no. I think the matchups that we talked, the only one that we haven't really seen a lot from is the Gwen, but like Gwen is, I mean, doing this, right? Like Gwen's gonna take a little bit longer to get online, but she does get to kind of just stand on top of people like that, and now we see that one.
Why is Yunara in top lane by herself?
It's the Gwen trick where you're like, oh, it's just a Gwen, we have similar items, and then she kills you. Melio gonna get ulted here by the Mordekaiser, looks like he's gonna die, and then Mord is probably gonna get traded back.
True.
This is pretty close. I think the 1-for-1 is not worth for Mord, obviously gonna lose a huge wave on the Ezreal, but overall not the worst.
I feel like Red Team really blundered right there with their tempo. Putting the Yunara in top lane when they could have just put the Yunara in mid and then had like really good lane assignments of keeping the Gwen and the Mordekaiser in top lane, and then maybe even moving or even actually moving the Annie into the Gwen lane, because it's such a bad lane for her into the Mel.
I don't know why they swapped like that.
Yeah.
Maybe Vi can get a trade back here. She does have ult up in like 5 seconds. Might not be close enough. She's gonna get Q charge
Directed
again and
camera
get close.
trolling, but nothing to happen down there.
No ulti fast enough. Ezreal running. Yunara is just gonna absolutely crush him. Really on the backside, there's 4 people down here, but Yunara's gonna get 2 kills before they start fighting. Not gonna be enough with the W. Good W by Renata, but obviously nothing to be picked up there.
Oh, no.
And he gets blocked by the... Yeah, I mean, it still did enough damage, but yeah, they get double killed. This is like... It's the classic Annie's already bad. She's good, but like, she's bad, right? That we've talked about, where she just doesn't actually do that much if played like incorrectly, and then Mel just blocks everything. She's also down 50 CS and 3 kills, so like this Mel is not worried about that interaction at all.
Yeah, that is a bit rough. If we look at the gold here, it is a 1,500 gold lead for the Mel into the Annie, and the Yunara sadly is only up about 300 gold on the Ezreal, which does not bode well for the red team in this game. Ulting really early from the Vi, but might be able to still get the kill. Still able to secure it though. No flash on the Gwen, so I suppose it's not actually that bad of a look.
Gwen had ulti, I think she maybe could have lived.
Oh yeah, with the Gwen ulti. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have definitely made it closer. I think it's maybe still a kill
She
for
should
red
still
side.
die, but like Vi ulted her at in her W at max health, like after missing a Q, so I think that was pretty rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a really interesting game because the Trundle is so far ahead and the Mill's so far ahead, but like because the Yunara Renata power spike is just higher than bot lane, like the team fights are a lot closer, and it is only a 500 gold lead now as well after some of these kills going back.
True.
You do have the ability for Mordekaiser to like always kill the Melio as well. Not that it's like a great ulti target, but you can just force a 4v5 if positioning is bad, which we know from playing with a Mordekaiser one trick on our team for a while that
True.
sometimes you just push the button and that's like enough.
True. Something that I do worry about for blue team is if a lot of this gold starts going onto the Trundle, since the Trundle has the 4 kills, is that eventually the Trundle's gonna fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we've seen happen in a lot of pro games where Trundle gets really far ahead, but if he's the only one ahead, then Yunara's actually just gonna kill him.
The nice thing is that Mel's ahead too, and like, yeah, I think it's not great because the bot lane doesn't scale super well, but I do think that both the solos like scale to catch up with Trundle, and he is like using his lead to fight around the solos still. Not so much top, but like Mel's been at everything that Trundle's been at. They're moving together, so I think the gold should get pretty spread out. It's looking good so far.
Red side was able to take Herald there in front of blue team, and Feats was secured for red team. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, I can't tell.
There's no tracker for it.
Neither of
they
them
don't have the icon.
Neither of them have the icon.
Well,
I think that's a
Red-
spectator bug.
Yeah,
I think red team
has-
should have it. I think.
Red has tower. They're gonna go into a fight here. Renata ulti's gonna go off. Lilio does get hit by it, so he doesn't actually get to get the ulti on the other two. Renata and Yunara having to leave. Looks like they're gonna trade Gwen out with the Mordekaiser and maybe slow fight this? Actually looking pretty good. The circle's gonna hit Smell again with the Rylai's by with a big ulti, but they're gonna get turned on.
Oh my, this fight is so close.
No,
Annie's
1
here now.
HP.
Annie
Yeah,
flash
Sniped with
Tibbers.
Annie's stun. Okay, they're
Red
back
team
in.
winning this fight pretty handily, actually.
Yeah, it's
That
actually a 4-for-1.
Yunara is popping off pretty hard.
She like wasn't even in the fight after. Like Mordekaiser actually did a ton of work. Like Yunara
That's true.
started it off, and then Mordekaiser kind of just like kept slowing people with Rylai's. This is probably the biggest spike that they're gonna get because Rylai's plus the Malignance on Annie, and then Yunara's hitting like Trinity versus Kraken, which Kraken on Yunara is just more damage.
True.
So.
So
Also,
I figured out the feats thing.
Okay, what's up?
Red team
Fuck
got first tower, so they won
Yep.
that feat. But then blue team won
kills.
the kills, so they're both at 1-1. And red team has 2 objectives right now. Or wait, no, they have 3, so they just got it.
So they just
got it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
now
checks
it's
out.
okay.
So, the other thing I want to point out is we talked about Melio into this Renata, but Renata hit 2 people with ulti, Melio didn't cleanse, and then got hit by a Renata ulti himself, which is a bit crazy because there's literally nothing else to cleanse on this team other than Annie, who wasn't there. So, like, if the Melio plays like that, I don't really know why they picked it, if they're not going to, like, insta-cleanse teammates. Because that was, like, a decent amount of damage in the beginning, where people are just, like, standing there waiting.
True. Very true.
Yeah. Red team played all their cooldowns really well though. Like Mordekaiser gets the 1 pick initially, slows a couple extra, Vi ultis the low target, gets the flash to finish the Mel, which nobody else could do, and then yeah, Annie shows up like a bit late, which was fine because she gets to walk in and get a free stun on 2 people, and they're just all dead.
The matchup in top is looking.
Bit of a kill mid.
We got
No
a
flash Annie.
Flash Annie, and then
Health.
Annie.
Health throws are E towards the Raptors, but still gonna be enough to kill. No biggie. That was a little crazy. Oh, Trundle waiting for Vi. They actually might just have a second kill here.
true.
Not gonna get rooted. Has
So I
ulti to
got
get
an
to the
ult
Mel.
to maybe
Maybe can
Q
get out.
out. Oh, good
Gets
pillar
pillared.
though. Good
Yeah,
pillar.
really good pillar. Yeah, her having no flash, even if she has Q, probably doesn't get out.
Some really good
Trundle still has
picks
flash there.
in
Yeah.
the mid lane here. Might be able to even
We're-
get this mid tier 2 tower, which would be really big.
Yeah. Dead even on gold too. This T2 is gonna put him up 800 gold, but pretty close. Local getting split 3 ways. Not my favorite, but obviously they just want to kill the tower. Not gonna min-max that too much.
Kind of a big deal that red team got one of those grubbies. Otherwise, these towers would
Yeah,
actually
they-
probably be
yeah.
going down super fast.
Yeah, Gwen maybe kills this tower right now with the time she had if they have grubs. Like,
Yeah.
in another 5 seconds, it's probably within a third.
Very true, very true. I was gonna say before that fight took place that the Mordekaiser is actually doing very well into the Gwen. They like scrapped a little bit earlier, and the Mordekaiser was winning it pretty handily. So a little concerning if the Gwen cannot lane into the Mordekaiser.
Yeah, I think Mord early at one item, like I said, it's really close, where I don't think... because he has Ignite too, I think it's really hard for him to lose the 1v1s, but at 2 items, I think Gwen just does more damage. Especially with the like, Conqueror matchup. It's still playable, but she just scales way better.
True. Yunara is up about 1,500 gold on the Ezreal, which is definitely pretty significant. As a whole, though, the biggest gold lead is currently on the Mel. But...
yeah, Mel's up 60 CS right now, which is crazy for this point in the game. Like, it's 20 minutes, almost, well, a decent way to Flame Horizoning the Annie, which obviously Annie doesn't farm too much.
This is gonna go down. This is just gone.
Gonna kill this. Oh, wait, Ezreal steal? Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, we definitely need to work on some smites with the junglers. Seeing like 4 different health levels under 1200 is a bit scary, especially with globals.
I think.
Yeah, the Otacon going down is a bit weird from blue. They can maybe take top T2. Trundle counter jungled both the red and looks like maybe Raptors.
I think that's a pretty big blunder from the Trundle to be on the top side of the map when Otacon is up.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that... oh, we got another fight.
Yunara pick maybe? Oh my god, she took so much damage. Wait, just ulties. Nice pillar. Is going to keep her there. They probably can extend this fight. Emilio's here now. Bel's getting run down. Gwen TP'd into the back. And Mordekaiser are going to get rooted up. Plenty of damage going down. He might try to turn an ulti the Mel. Looks like an angle.
No pillar up, so they do get away.
Okay.
I feel like blue team could have tried to force that a bit harder.
Yeah,
they had
what do they have?
There initially?
Yeah, the problem is like they don't have engage at all, right?
Yeah, that's
like it's
true.
literally
They
just
don't
Trundle pillar.
have,
So
CC.
they had flashes, but like I think flashing directly at the board just he ults one person and then it's fine. Annie is gonna die here for sure. I don't know how she would ever get out, so Trundle's just gonna run down. She wastes flash, which is unfortunate for her, but they're gonna trade a tower back, and blue team's actually up 2.5k gold after all those trades, which
is crazy.
You know,
there's a lot of crazy stuff
especially
going on this game.
I don't know if their bot lane is awake yet. They're having a nice little sleeping time, playing Ezreal Emilio, vibing, and everybody else is fighting for their lives.
That could be the play though for Gin and Tonic is like,
yeah,
you have a really strong top side as long as your bot side just doesn't die like a ton and they can live.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're not dying, but I mean they're not dying enough yet. That's for sure. Yeah, they're in a position where like they're not getting punished for the deaths they have because they're getting traded, but they are still like behind as far as like if Ezreal fights Yunara, they're losing. But if their whole team fights, it's probably fine. I will say red is like active across the map though, which is usually a good sign when all your players are like awake and playing, because it allows you to like hop into a fight and actually play, where Ezreal's going to be a farm simulator, and then the first fight might not use a flash, might not like do something that needs a little bit more like awakeness reaction. So
true.
I do want to see the Emilio being more proactive. I don't know why this person is building Mikhail's on cooldown. Like you're playing Emilio into 2 CCs. Just build a redemption. Like Renata also, why are we building Mandate? You have 2 AP on your team. Build redemption. Like go spellbook, build redemption. Definitely have some tips for these support players here.
Well, I'm sure they would be appreciative of the help. If they watch the VOD, then know that there are some things that could be adjusted to maybe give yourself a bit of a stronger lead.
Spellbook getting nerfed in a week though, so by the time you watch the VOD, probably don't take that anymore. But we'll see how the changes go.
True.
People talking about Yunara in chat again, which is fair for sure. Like I think they have enough feel. Like Annie Renata can feel. Wow, they just crushed the Gwen. Annie Yunara can definitely keep the Yunara peeled, but they have to play for it, and like they do have some kite back. Plus Mordekaiser can like ulti someone away. I just don't know necessarily who that is. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too big for the Yunara to like stay peeled because there's no engage. Like if there was engage, I think it would be a little bit harder to like keep Yunara safe, but she runs faster than all these champions and has a dash, and they have only 2 people that can go over walls, and she's stronger than at least one of them right now. Maybe even than the Gwen, because she's probably a full item up. Can you check gold one time?
Oh yeah, I can check gold.
I'm pretty sure Yunara's 2k gold up on Gwen, which like she probably could kill her if she plays it right. It's still gonna like require some moving around and kiting, but
Yunara's up. Oh sorry, I was gonna say Mel is up 3,000 gold.
yeah,
Which is a bit insane.
That's just gonna continue to be the trend. Like she's up 80 CS now too. You're just gonna keep seeing the CS growing because once again, like this team is just. Well, actually, it's not even the team that was farming better before. So like.
Yeah, it's actually the opposite.
Like,
the team that was farming worse in the first 2 games is farming better this game.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they are down in top and jungle CS, and they are like dead even in bot. So it's literally just the mid laner. But yeah. Renata ult going out there for, I guess, fear? I don't really know why they're scared there.
I think they were maybe scared of
but...
Ezreal. This is the
Yeah,
strongest
they're afraid
Ezreal's
of
probably going to be in the game with his 2 items.
Maybe.
He falls
No,
off pretty hard after this, I think.
Wait, do you think? I think Ezreal actually scales like pretty well at like 4 items once you get like Pen, especially if you have like Sereldas or something, when your Qs are like a 1-second cooldown. I think he's fine into no tanks. Like they don't have someone to
Oh, well,
eat
that's
Ezreal.
true. That's true, actually. They don't have tanks.
Yeah.
So
I think
it
the
actually
problem's
is
not going to be his scaling.
Yeah.
I agree, like his DPS output is not as high because it's skill shots, but yeah, I think against this team it's going to be fine. Emilio getting grabbed,
Emilio going
and
die here. Yunara going in.
He ultied and McHale's himself. Maybe they can follow? Oh yeah, so like Yunara's just pumping damage. Like she should have W here in a second, maybe kills Ezreal, no barrier, they're going to just stand in front of the Ezreal ulti, I guess.
Ezreal, yeah.
Dodge. Should be a free Baron, but they did take a decent chunk. Mel's still full health with Flash, and so is Gwen. No Flash, obviously, but oh, this is great. Wait, okay, no, they showed one person. I was gonna say, it's a great bait if they can wait. They see the Mel. Oh my god, Annie, you have to hit those. You have to hit
Was
those.
that a miss, or did Mel spell
I think I was a miss.
It's sad. From the
Because
end.
yeah, I didn't see it. The spell shield doesn't go away like when it hits, so I think there's just a miss. It's trades Flash for Flash still, but I think
Definitely
Gwen can put
playable
some
for
work
blue
in
side
here.
here, though.
Yeah.
Not impossible. Mordekaiser does have Realm, though, so...
I think they just stick it. If I'm red team, I just commit this, even if we die. I don't know about that Renata ult, but we're just letting it rip. Slow smite again. They're in there fighting.
Mel's in the middle. Doesn't get the ulti off, I think.
It's gonna go crazy for Gwen. No, just gets popped. Okay. Yeah. No, red team's a big advantage here. Dragon in 30 as well if they can get out. Looks like Trundle might come for Pillar to stop the last couple stragglers. No, he's out of there.
Alright, if I'm blue side this
bit of
game,
a heist.
2 minutes ago, I was feeling pretty comfortable stacking dragons,
Yeah.
and now I'm kind of terrified.
Yep. I think this just shows the power of the Yunara versus Ezreal matchup. Like, your mid laner is up 100 CS, and it doesn't matter because Yunara can just walk at your AD, and, like, the damage output is not there. And also, like, I don't know, the Emilio, yeah, the Emilio is just, like, you're there with no flash. Last fight, if you saw, he ulted and McHale's himself at the same time. Like, we're just doing a lot of panicking, so I don't really know why we picked a enchanter that requires you to stay very calm and do the things that are required of a backliner if you're just gonna like get caught out and then mash all your buttons and have no cooldowns. Like, you don't provide much else other than the buttons, so you need them. You need them for someone. Probably for Trundle this game, or Gwen, honestly, because it's not for Ezreal.
I feel like I'm
buttons don't
watching a bit of a LCK game here where the Trundle
Yeah.
got Giga far ahead, and now they're gonna lose.
Yep. Sorry, cuz.
Yep, sorry, cuz.
It's not your game, except cuz is spelled funkies this game. Whoops, our bad. Yeah, no, definitely not the best showing from the rest of the team when Trundle is fed. And Mel too. I mean, Mel's like, you can't really ask for more than a Flame Horizon from your mid laner, because if you do, then I guess you just want Faker on your team in a beer league game. Yeah. I think the Mel's playing pretty fine, just can't do a lot. And
A little
yeah,
caught
they're
out
just
right
getting
there
hit
with
with Wallet.
the transition.
Yeah. I mean, they're at the point now where like Red can kind of do whatever they want. Like, I think they could just run under base and dive here. They shouldn't, but like they could. Gwen is going to trade a T2 tower top, so they're going to keep pushing here. Mordkin back and probably kill her. He's got a 2-level lead. I think they can just take this tower pretty comfortably. They have Vialty if somebody overextends, so like they could probably take a lot. Redemption comes down from Renata. 2 people walk out of it, which is a bit sad. Mort's just gonna ulti the Gwen. pretty sure she dies. Or she has to ghost away, which she doesn't have, so she's probably dead. Yeah.
Yep, that's a sad Gwen, you know.
Yeah.
Just feeling sad. Not being able to play the side lane as Gwen is tough.
The kills going on to different people definitely made it tough, and Mordekaiser built perfect for fighting the Gwen and the Mel, which was build a Spirit Visage third. Itemization, great from the Mordekaiser player here. Like, you just build enough damage to kill someone, and then make it so they can never kill you, and it's pretty tough to do anything when you're just 1v1 in the realm, and like the rest of the team wins the 4v4 heavily, so. Good itemization for sure. No Malmortiuses this game that I see. It's great. Yunara's up the full item.
No Ma.
I think Melio's trolling for not building a redemption. I don't know why we have a Mikhail's. It's just getting used at the same time as the ulti, so like that definitely is a power disparity. Like the Renata just does more, even though Mandate's pretty bad on her. Actually terrible on her, but
I know
I think most of the items are good.
I know we've talked about this a lot, and I don't know if it has to do with Craze's champion pool or whatnot, but imagining if blue team first picked the Yunara instead of the Ezreal and everything else stayed the same.
Yeah, they just win.
I feel like they just win, which is unfortunate.
Yeah,
I don't know if maybe Craze just doesn't play the Yunara, which is unfortunate. I feel like you kind of have to ban that champion if you're not going to play it.
Yeah, they banned like Malphite. They banned Malphite third to play Trundle.
Yeah.
And when? That doesn't make any sense. Like, what? Why ban the champion that you absolutely destroy? Like, Trundle loves playing into Malphite. So does Gwen. Like, actually, it's two of the best matchups. We must ban the 46% win rate champ. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Just a bit unfortunate. I feel like this is more of a formality now with red team walking into the base, taking all the inhibs. Not much that blue team can do, lacking a bunch of CC, lacking a bunch of damage. Red team is just going to dive right here.
Yep. Melio does finally get a cleanse off on the Renata ult, but I think it's going to be too late. They can just kill towers here. Nobody focusing towers is a little bit sad, but yeah.
Mel is up. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, though. And it looks like a GG for red team.
Yeah. That is pretty much just the Yunara first pick gap and the fact that enemy team picked Ezreal Melio. There's just not a not enough bot lane interaction there. I think that's a tough one.
Not a fan of the Ezreal first pick, but they tried it. They did try got into a decent position early on the top side with Mel being up, I think at the peak, almost 4,000 gold onto the Annie. Trundle was decently far ahead, but I feel like the gap in damage from the Ezreal Melio compared to the Yunara Renata is just too big. And once the cracks started showing in top lane where Gwen wasn't able to fight the Mordekaiser, it just all kind of fell apart. Mel as a champion maybe doesn't do enough to carry that game solo.
She doesn't have fast enough damage to kill off like the Vi and Annie and Yunara. Like, she needs to like slow hit people, which is fine if the rest of the team's ahead, but yeah, they just have too slow damage.
Look at that damage chart from Yunara.
Yeah.
Actually crazy.
I mean, Ezreal actually outdamages the Mel, which is really impressive too, with how far like ahead in gold the Mel was, and like Mel did a 10,000 damage more than Annie, right? So like very active, but yeah, I mean they had damage. It's just Ezreal poke is not doing enough, and yeah, I mean you have 3 threats on red team plus the Annie stun, and the other side is just Ezreal Mel poke damage, and yeah, it doesn't come out fast enough. You just lose the fight. So
true. It seems like people in chat want to know where the power rankings were for these teams. I think Jin and Tonic were rated pretty low in the power rankings, but I can pull up the power rankings here real quick before we say goodnight to the stream. Pull it up real quick. Here we are. So Gin and Tonic was rated 11 and We Taste Feet was rated 8. So, you know, pretty accurate for those two teams, I feel. I feel like Gin and Tonic definitely showed glimpses of playing really well as a team in game 2, the game that they won, but I think the biggest problem from Gin and Tonic wasn't actually their gameplay. I think it was their drafts. Like game 1 draft and game 3 draft for Gin and Tonic, I think were just not it.
Yeah. The definitely the bot lane in the last game, and also what was the first game was the Nocturne game, right? Nocturne
Yeah,
Ari for them?
Nocturne Ari.
Yeah. That I think that if they had just picked Nocturne Ori instead of Nocturne Aphelios, and then like nobody else is stealing Aphelios, so like you can still pick Braum third and then Aphelios on 4, I think that would have been much better and probably makes the game a lot closer because the Ori Wukong in the first game was just too powerful. Definitely some back to the drawing board with comps and try to figure out like what do you do. But yeah, people are like Zora just said that they never played, like they hadn't played a game together before game 1, so obviously
okay.
they have like some time to figure stuff out, and probably were leaning a lot more towards like comfort and hadn't preset some comps, so it's
True,
good
true.
good to know for sure.
Last thing before we leave, do you want to give your MVP for the series? And I'll give mine.
Oh, for the whole
For the
series?
whole
Oh my,
series.
that's tough because that Gragas game was beautiful, but they lost, so
True. I mean, if you want to give it to a player that lost, you can. I
I
don't feel like
also
that's
am
against the
so
rules.
I'm so confused with the flips. I want to say that overall, yeah, I was impressed with the 6MG up top lane Gragas game was like the most standout to me overall. Also, like honorable mention to the Mel for going up 100 CS because like it was 22 minutes or something. Like Great Flame Horizon. Yeah, I
True.
think overall like the team play of the team that won though is like they made the plays they needed to play like to make, but no like specific standouts, just better team play.
True. I
You
think
thoughts?
trying to remember exactly what happened in game 1. Uh I want to
Game one was
say
like a lot of Ori Wukong comboing.
yeah, it was a lot of Ori Wukong combo. Since you gave your MVP to Gin and Tonic, I'll probably give my MVP to WTF. I'm debating between Snark and Hero Stratos. I feel like there are a lot of good engages from the Wukong and the Vi
Yeah,
in games 1 and game 3, and I also think that Snark had a really good Yunara game 3.
yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Snark. I think
Nice.
Yunara, the Yunara pick, just in general, was really good game 3, and I think it was the turning point of the series. Being able to play Yunara and play it well, I think, is what won them
Yeah,
this series. But yeah, shout out to uh, 6MG up top lane for a really good Gragas game. And also just shout out to both junglers. I feel like both the junglers played pretty well. One tip that I think Kane has for Funky Z is don't build Ma on Graves.
ever, ever.
Yeah, don't build that ever. But
Yeah,
some really good picks from Trundle in this game to try and keep
yeah.
red side in the game. But
It was a great series overall. I think this was like pretty close, especially for like 8 and 11 power ranking wise. Like these were not
true.
boring games. Like there were a little bit of unhinged, crazy picks, but like fairly traded back and forth. Other than like a couple of the ends of the games, but like throughout the mid game, it was still really close. Like a lot of these games were pretty even gold wise, so enjoyable to watch for sure. And especially for teams that have played like no games together until tonight, was definitely not the worst. Like looked pretty decent.
True. True.
Yeah.
Well, that will do it for us on the Beer League cast. Remember to tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. CST for a battle of PDX versus CR. If we look at the power rankings here, PDX is ranked 5 and CR is ranked 3. So according to the power rankings, it's going to be a banger game. So make sure to turn into that at 7 CST. I think good old Slamurai will be casting that game. So make sure to build Sunfire Cape that game. And yeah, that'll do it from us. GG's to
GG's.
both teams. And we'll
Have a good
see you
night.
later. Bye.
Bye. Bye.